Catch the spirit of the game, the Hastings Sidebusters.
Line drive, left field, base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes his 2nd run home, and the Sidebusters have the lead.
Us Hastings kids, we kind of have our own little crowd going on in the corner, so it's been a blast.
The 1-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3, and the Sidebusters are out of trouble in the 7th.
I kind of get what's expected, and we're supposed to do it the right way, everything else, but at the end of the day, it is summer baseball, and we're here to improve every day, but also have a lot of fun.
Sidebuster Baseball.
Previously in the summer, I got to play with a kid from Japan, so that's a cool connection there, and it's just nice getting to know everybody and seeing what they like, kind of maybe they show me something that I'll like and enjoy and take on for the rest of my life. You never know.
Swing and a miss. And the Hastings Sidebusters have won for the 3rd time in a row.
You got to make sure you have your composure and stay true to who you are up there. You got to be able to know what kind of baseball player you are, and you got to play to your strengths.
The Hastings Sidebusters.
A great summer day at Duncan Field, where the only thing hotter than the weather right now is the Hastings Sidebusters at home. They will take on the Fremont MOO for the final 3 games of the 2023 Independence League season, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Hello and welcome. This is Ryan Valenta bringing you Game 1 of 3 for the final games of this Sodbuster season. Hard to believe that after Sunday we will have to wait another 10 months for Sodbuster baseball. Sodbusters have been hot at home. They've now won 8 straight. They have swept 2 consecutive series. Their last loss dating back to early July against Oahe. They swept the Prospects. They swept Badlands and won 2 more games against the Prospects. They've been money, but they come and face a hot Fremont team that had a sluggish start to the second half of the year. The Fremont MOO already in playoff contention. They are the first half Independence League champions. And they will face the Casper Spuds next week in the Independence League Championship. Just last night, the Sodbusters ended the hopes of the Badland Big Sticks playoff hopes as they ended up sweeping them in 3 games. The first game in Grand Island, the Sodbusters won, and they swept the doubleheader yesterday. So Fremont and Casper for the Independence League Championship. And the Sodbusters going to have a little fun here with the MOO this weekend. We're going to have our 9-inning contest today. We're going to have Banana Ball tomorrow, Savannah Banana Baseball rules. We will have a video, kind of an instructional video on how that works after this. And it's going to be a fun weekend of baseball, so if you haven't seen them yet, come out. Last chance to see your 2023 Hastings Sodbusters this season. Coming up, we're going to have a couple of player profiles. We will hear from opening day starter Marcus Miller, as well as newcomer Taylor Gill, coming up on Sodbuster Baseball. All that and more. Stay right here. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of lousy internet and faceless customer service? It's time to experience local, honest, hassle-free, and exceptional. That's the Allo promise. We not only provide crazy fast fiber internet, crystal clear TV, and dependable phone service, but we choose to become a part of the communities we serve and love when everyone calls or stops by our store to say Allo. So don't settle for mediocre, settle for exceptional with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/local.
Hi, I'm a baseball umpire. Now, my job can get pretty stressful. I have to keep my eyes open at all times, and if I don't make the right call, people boo me. So to relax, I visit a Nebraska lottery retailer like this one and buy some scratch tickets. It always calms me down. Hey, you cut in line.
I did not.
All right, you're out of here.
Hey, he didn't cut.
All right, you're out of here. I feel better already.
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
It is the Sodbuster Spotlight as we get a chance to hear from Marcus Miller. He's been one of the regular starters on the mound for this Hastings Sodbuster team. Talk a bit about the opportunity to play more at Duncan Field this year.
I've played here since I was a little kid, and I got asked to pitch for the summer, and I took full advantage of it.
You were the opening night starter. I know you've had several decent starts. It really feels like your last two or three in particular. Have you feel like you've kind of found your zone?
Well, yeah, at the beginning of this summer, I started off rough because I took a little bit of time off after my spring season. And then I found my groove the last 2 or 3 starts, so it's been nice to get back to where I was in the spring season.
What are the keys for you in terms of pitching? How do you know when it's going well for you?
Getting ahead early in the strike zone, getting first pitch strikes, and then getting leadoff batters out.
As we're talking with Marcus Miller, our Sodbuster Spotlight, how satisfying was it for you to kind of shut down the Nebraska Prospects? That's a team that had kind of beaten you around a couple times, and it's a good hitting team. What adjustments did you make as you really held them down the last outing?
For the first 2 starts I had against them, they were just pounding me. I couldn't get ahead. And then the last start I had against them, I got ahead, first pitch strikes, and I knew I could get them out if I got ahead early.
You know, you're one of those guys that shows you don't have to throw it 90 miles an hour to get outs. Talk a bit about what you do to get guys out, even when you're throwing sometimes off speeds 55, 57 miles an hour.
I just try to hit my spots. Hit spots and then make them swing and miss. If I don't make them swing and miss, get it in the air. I play at Duncan Field. It's one of the biggest ballparks in Nebraska, so I'm taking full advantage of it.
And a chance to play for your college coach, and also to get some new input from a guy like Vinny Carone. Talk a bit about maybe getting a different perspective and some new tips.
I've learned a little bit from him. I mean, I'm not as close as with him than I am with Skip, but his pitch calling is completely different, which I like. So, I mean, it helps me both ways, I guess.
What were you hoping to accomplish in terms of where you wanted to improve for this summer campaign?
I also just want to gain velo. I mean, I don't know. I was just trying to get innings over the summer, keep my arm healthy, and get back ready for fall ball back next year.
And you mentioned getting velo. Is that going to come from the weight room, or how do you build velocity? Talk a bit about the steps you go through.
Definitely the weight room, but I tend to struggle with that. So, I mean, it's kind of hard for me, but I just got to have a determination to get in the weight room.
And, maybe not so much drinking Mountain Dew?
I mean, I do that every game, so.
Now, you're talking to a guy who, my high school days, I was totally addicted to Mountain Dew, so you can break it if you want to, but, is that kind of just part of the routine, though, to get a little added juice before a start?
It definitely is. I probably drink one or 2 every game. I mean, I work at a fast food restaurant, so I'm drinking multiple every single day. So it's kind of hard to break a Mountain Dew habit.
Talking with Marcus Miller, he's our Sodbuster Spotlight. Your academics at Hastings College, how did this past year go? And tell us a bit about what the plans are.
Good. So I actually went in as a math major, start of the year, and then I changed to physical education. And then since I've known my advisor for physical ed, I just felt like that was what I wanted, and I wanted to teach little kids in physical education. So
very cool. Teaching, physical education. Do you think you want to get into coaching at some point?
Definitely do. So my dad's a middle school wrestling coach in Hastings, so I applied for the assistant, but I'm not really a teacher, so they gave it to another teacher there. But once that opens again, I'm definitely going to keep applying for it.
Very cool. And in terms of your academics, how many more years do you have to go to get your education degree, and you're still going to keep up baseball?
So I have 3 full years left of school, and then I got baseball, but I can't student teach until the fall of my 5th year, so I'm going to go back my 5th year and student teach then.
And with Skip taking over the program here recently, do you kind of see Hastings College taking a step forward? Do you feel like you guys have some youth coming back that you can improve for the Broncos?
Definitely do. So last year was his first actual recruiting class. So, I mean, there's a little mixture of both the old coach and Skip's, but this next year we'll actually get a full look at his whole recruiting class. So it'll definitely be a good year, hopefully, for us.
Sodbuster left-hander Marcus Miller, we had a chance to interview him, and then he promptly went out and beat Badlands 4-1 in a complete game 4-hitter. I'm Steve Stein.
There's nothing like relaxing on a summer day. Nothing like taking in a Hastings Sodbuster baseball game. And there's nothing like an ice-cold Pepsi to make the day perfect. Pepsi Cola of Hastings wants to make your nothing like be the best day it can be.
Our next
Whatever
episode.
the occasion. Enjoy your favorite refreshing Pepsi product throughout the Sodbuster season and make your nothing like memories. Pepsi Cola of Hastings, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball.
Hastings Sodbusters baseball's in full swing, bringing you another fun-filled summer of high-level collegiate wood-bat baseball at historic Duncan Field. A great way to spend a summer evening with your families at a Sodbusters baseball game. Go online to HastingsSodbusters.com for their home game schedule or to purchase tickets. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball. It's a hit.
Got the spirit of the game. The Hastings Sodbusters.
Our next episode of Sodbuster Spotlight, Gilly, Taylor Gill, joined with us today. He comes to us in just his 16th day here as a Sodbuster, joined the team July 11th, but boy, has he filled in nicely at second base. 5 multi-hit games. He has had a 3-hit game in today's contest and really enjoys playing at home. Taylor's goes to Northeast Community College, but can you, Taylor, talk about your first experience here in the first couple weeks here as a Sodbuster? How have you enjoyed it here at Hastings so far?
It's been a lot of fun. I mean, the team's super cool. I have Rusty Warman's actually an old teammate who got me out here, and he said that you guys have been struggling for the first half of the season, but I mean, it's been a lot of fun out here, and I mean, it's a huge field, so he said it's a big deal if you hit a home run out here. So, but it's been a lot of fun.
Big ballpark here. So May and June go by, not doing summer ball yet. Did you have any ambition of playing summer ball before you joined the Sodbusters this year?
No, not really. I had to go home and work, and so it was my first time seeing live pitching since May when I came out here. So it felt like a slow start, but it's picked up nicely.
Taylor's from Orem, Utah, way out west. Got a couple of other western guys here. So long drive or flight, if you will, but first summer ball experience in Nebraska. You played baseball at Northeast Community College. Talk to us about how you got your connection to Northeast Community College all the way out from Utah, first off.
Marcus Clapp just reached out through, he said he saw some film on PBR just as a recruiting class, and he's a great guy. I mean, a great head coach, and I really liked everything he had to say. So it was quite a drive, about 16 hours out there, but it was a really good choice. I had a lot of fun.
So you find yourself now in Nebraska, 2 years at Northeast Community College, and going on, and I hear you're committed to a big D1 university. Talk to us about your commitment to Ohio.
Yeah, it was. I'm really excited. I've heard it's a really fun college town, great team. All the coaches are super cool. So, yeah, I'm really excited.
And so far in the Sodbusters season, we've seen you play second base, seen you play right field, infield, and outfield, kind of infield and outfield guy. Where are you most comfortable on the field, and what do you classify as your main position?
I prefer second base. That's where I'll play at Ohio. It actually has been probably around 5 years since I've played outfield. That was my first time playing outfield was here, so that was interesting.
So the stat line, if you look at Taylor's stats, a big drastic change in the stat line from home and away. No thanks to an 0 performance in Badlands. Talk about playing here at Duncan Field and how it compares to maybe the other fields that you've played on here in the past.
I mean, it's just home field advantage, right? I mean, you got your own crowd cheering for you. It definitely can get on your nerves when you're out and you got some fans that want to chirp you. It definitely gets on your skin a little bit, and I think that's what happened in North Dakota. I mean, I got real upset, and it didn't help me. So
are you saying you had some troubles from the fans in North Dakota? What happened up there?
Just a lot of the fans. I mean, they love having a great time, but it's just what we do here in baseball. We chirp the other team, and I definitely let it get to me.
All right, talk about education-wise. You did 2 years at Northeast Community College. What interests you? Did you have a major there, and are you looking to continue that at Ohio, or what's it look like here for the next year?
Yeah, I got my AA at Northeast, so I'll be going into business once I get to Ohio. So.
All right, so business can be a wide variety of things. A lot of business guys on the team. Specifically, what are you looking for a business degree? What might you like to do after college?
I mean, own my own business would be a great start. I have a couple family members who own their own business, so I'm hoping to follow in their footsteps.
And what kind of business? If you could snap your fingers, what kind of business would you envision yourself owning right now?
Something in the baseball industry. Maybe something like this with Scott. I mean, he's done a great job here. Owning my own team would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Scott, he probably knows about every guy in Duncan Field and every given day, so he can probably set you up there. All right, let's talk about, we talked about education, we talked about playing. You said you had some teammates on the team. You know, coming into the team middle of the season can be kind of tough. You said you have Rusty Wortman on the team, a Northeast Community College guy. Just talk about fitting in and just arriving and playing right away here at Duncan, and how was that transition for you?
It's never easy, honestly. I mean, coming into a new team after these guys have been hanging out all summer, but I just like to let my playing do the talking for me. I mean, it's a great group of guys that I've come to get pretty close with, so it's been a lot of fun.
And in Hastings, who are you staying with here, and what has the experience been like staying in central Nebraska for the past few weeks so far for you?
My host family is Kelly Nelson, the Nelson family. I mean, they're very kind, and they feed you pretty well, I'll tell you that. They got a ton of food at their house, and it's been a lot of fun being out here.
All right, hobbies when we're not out here at Duncan Field, or I guess before you came out here, what interests you? What do you like to do in your free time?
I fish a lot. Honestly, I go out to the lake and golf. I golf as much as I can, as long as it doesn't get too expensive.
Don't think that messes up with your baseball swing at all?
It might, but it's worth it.
I'm going to say, former baseball player myself. I don't know about you, but Slice City for me, but that's kind of the theme of the game as it goes for baseball players. I guess as far as personal wise, how about baseball? Do you follow major league players? Any teams at all that you like in the major leagues?
I'm a Padres fan. I'm originally from California before I moved to Utah, but I follow college much more than I follow the major leagues. But
have you ever gotten the chance, the College World Series is in Omaha. Have you ever gotten a chance to experience that, or is that something on your bucket list that you'd like to do as a college baseball fan?
I actually have not been able to head out there. I was an hour away for 2 years, which is kind of a bummer, but just playing baseball and working, it makes it tough to get out there.
We hope to have him back next year. It's a long shot, but Taylor Gill's been a nice replacement here at second base as we feature Sodbuster Baseball. Thanks for listening. This is Ryan Valenta.
Let's face it, we move our bodies around a lot, and sometimes things happen. A tweak, twist, pull, strain, ache, or pain. At Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care, their goal is to restore your mobility, keep you moving, and ensure your rehabilitation is effective, efficient, and stress-free. Do you suffer from headaches and neck pain, lower back, or sciatica? Call Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care today. Start to discover wellness through chiropractic care. Fisk Chiropractic Sports Clinic.com. Start feeling better now.
Good to hear from starting day pitcher Marcus Miller and Taylor Gill here ahead of the final series at Duncan Field, and we will take you down to the field for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our national anthem here at Duncan Field as we approach 6:35 as first pitch right around the corner here at Duncan Field. Ryan Valenta, Steve Stein bringing you this first game. We will go through our starting lineups in front of first pitch here. First for the visiting Moo, Jason Willers bats first, the designated hitter. Tyler Hummel bats second, plays right field. Henry Heyman, a guy who is a scorching hot bat right now, bats third and plays first base. Blake Tablazon batting in the cleanup hole, playing second base. Connor Peterson, two-way player for the Moo, batting fifth and playing shortstop. Neil Jansen, today's beer batter, bats 6 and plays center field. Easton Steck will play left field and bat 7th. Tyler Harrington, they return with the MOO in the middle of the season, bats 8, plays third base, and the designated hitter, or the 9-hole, funny enough, their best hitter on the team, Timon Long, doing the catching and batting 9th. They will go up against Dalton Juden, the big right-hander on the mound for the Sodbusters, and Dalton will make his 9th start of the season, 11th start on the season, 50 innings pitched, 43 runs, 34 earned, 28 walks, 40 strikeouts, and he holds a 3-5 record against opponents this year. For the Juden brothers, it's been all about command and strike throwing. If they are able to throw strikes, they have been successful. This is a MOO team that features good pitching as well, and it will be up to the pitchers today to keep this one scoreless on this hot, steamy, and windy day, wind very heavily blowing to right field. And we are set to go. Sodbusters have won 8 in a row at home, and we are set to play baseball at Duncan Field.
It's been odd to see the ebbs and flows of the summer. Dalton Juden was kind of hot early. Fred's been hot as of late, so hopefully Dalton can channel his inner Fred today and kind of see what Fred did as he got the win against Badlands earlier this week.
First pitch at 6:36 p.m. is up high for ball 1. Sunny and windy, 98 degrees here in Hastings, as not as humid as yesterday, but still very hot on the turf. We're told earlier, on the turf for practice earlier, it's the heat index of almost 115 on the field. It was scorcher. 2-0 to the first batter, now 3-0 to Jason Willers, and Dalton Juden has missed with the first 3. Sodbusters in their green uniforms, green socks, and pinstripe pants. Fremont in their road oranges. And 4 straight of miss. Leadoff walk for Dalton Juden. And there is 1 on with nobody out.
It's 98, but it feels like 107. So that's the official weather. There are thunderstorms in the area, but everything expected to go east of here. So we'll hopefully be dry. It certainly would be okay if it cools it off a little bit if there's thunderstorms somewhere in the area.
And rain expected tomorrow, but we hope that we're able to play tomorrow. And ball 1 downstairs. 5 straight have missed. And this is Tyler Hummel. For Fremont, Tyler Hummel batting in the 2-hole. It's from Nolensville, Tennessee, Colorado Mines products. And there's a called strike, high and in, and Juden finally finds the strike zone after 6 pitches. Hummel batting .242 in 30 games. 3 doubles and a homer, 16 RBIs. That pitch misses for ball 2. It's 2-1. Sodbusters and MOO having fun here at the final 3 games. Nothing to play for besides the sweet taste of victory these final 3 games, as there is strike 2 to Tyler Hummel. The 2-2 on the outside corner, but just outside, and the count runs full. Check swing by Hummel, but did not offer. And here's the payoff. Wave and a miss. And Tyler Hummel chased ball 4 down in the dirt, but Juden gets the swing and the miss and has his first strikeout. And there's 1 on with 1 out.
Nice bounce back. Didn't want to walk the first 2, so now we'll see how he deals with the hot Henry Heyman.
Henry Heyman has been very hot. Heyman now hitting .331. He is a hit shy of hit 50 on this summer season. Pickoff throw to first is not in time. We will do this once again. Heyman on the year began on the team after opening week, May 30th. At one point, Heyman batting .213 in the middle of June. He is now batting .331. So he has found it as of late. And coming into this game, he holds a 9-game hitting streak. And all but 2 of those games, so 7 games, he's had a multi-hit game. In the air to left center field. Hiltbrand and Stone converge. It'll be Stone, the center fielder, and he makes the grab for out number 2 as Willers retreats to first base.
And an interesting outfield. Of course, Stone getting a start out there. Kyle Hiltbrand, generally a right fielder, getting a start in left. So welcome to Cale Jensen territory. Got to battle the sun, got to battle the wind, and hopefully, Kyle, that's a good education here in the summer.
Few regular Sodbusters getting the day off. Sodbuster outfield from left to right is Kyle Hiltbrand, Jaden Stone, and Eli Merritt. The first pitch. 2, Blake Tablazon is up high for ball 1. The infield from third base to first. Tyler Welsh getting the start over Anthony Chavez at third base. Josh Printer at short. Taylor Gill at second base. And Jacob Nesvara getting his first start as a Sodbuster, and he plays first base. And Rusty Wortman doing the catching for Dalton Juden today. The count is 1-1 to Blake Tablazon. So the hot day gives some of the extra guys a start and some playing time. Good to see them on the field. Ground ball to second. Should be easy for Taylor Gill. And Jacob Nesvara in his first start at first base has to dig that one out. And Gill just wanted to make sure he was awake over there. Nothing doing for the Moo in the first inning. They strand a runner. Sodbusters coming up in the bottom of the first.
Core CPAs is your locally owned, full-service accounting firm. Our team of professionals have years of accounting experience and focus on building in-depth relationships with our clients. Our comprehensive and customized solutions are tailored to your specific needs. We pride ourselves in our commitment to integrity, objectivity, and professionalism. At Core CPAs, we provide tax services, payroll, bookkeeping, assurance and financial reporting, and much more. Visit our website at corecpas.us.
Blue Fork Kitchen features elevated comfort food in a family-friendly, fast casual environment. With a full menu, you can sit down for a nice meal or order online for pickup. From salads and wraps to burgers and steaks, Blue Fork Kitchen has your kind of food. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10 p.m., with a special brunch buffet Sunday from 9 to 2 p.m. Blue Fork Kitchen is located in the Cimarron Plaza, 38th and Osborne Drive in Hastings. Like them on Facebook. Nothing doing for the Moo in the first inning. Sodbusters coming up to bat against Lucas Hamza. Their starting lineup includes Taylor Gill. He bats first and plays second base. Jaden Stone bats second and plays the center field. And Cale Jensen, the designated hitter role today at batting third. Tyler Welsh batting fourth, playing third base. Rusty Wortman, the backstop, batting fifth. Eli Merritt playing right field and batting sixth. Josh Printer bats seventh and plays shortstop. Jacob Nesvara, as previously mentioned, getting his first start for the Sodbusters this season. He bats eighth and plays first base. And Kyle Hiltbrand rounds out the order at the 9 hole, and he will play left field. The Sodbusters coming up against the Moo and Lucas Hamza. Numbers for Hamza on the year, one of a couple Midland University pitchers on the staff. He will make his second start, fifth appearance, 11 1/3 innings. Just 6 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned, 8 walks, 13 strikeouts to a .62 ERA. So has a low ERA, 1-0 record. And we'll see how he does today. And it looks like we have some new coaches for the Sodbusters. I spy Marcos Cabranes in the third base coaching box, and that appears to be Anthony Chavez over with the glasses over at first base. First pitch to Taylor Gill is down and away, and it's 1-0. So Sodbusters flipping around a little bit, having some fun in these last 3 games here at Duncan Field this year. Pitch number 2 is a breaking ball that stays high, and it's 2-0 to Taylor Gill. Gill in game 1 of last night's doubleheader went 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs and was a triple shy of the cycle. He takes strike 1, and it's 2-1. Wind has picked up here at Duncan Field, as that's roped to right field, and twisting away but making the catch is Hummel in right field. Gill put it on the button, but Hummel runs it down, and 1 up and 1 down.
It's where you want to hit it, with the wind blowing out to right, but an outstanding group of outfielders for this Fremont squad.
So Hamza picks up his first out of his outing, and Jaden Stone will be the next batter. Stone, a new addition to the Sodbuster roster. He has primarily played outfield for the squad so far. He's swinging first pitch, grounds it up the middle. Tablazon high hop, ranging away, throw to first, and in time just by a quarter step. And Anthony Chavez can't believe it at first. He probably going to pick on the first base umpire there, but he's having fun over there, and a little bit of a grin on the face of field umpire Jason Seitz.
Yeah, I want to see
fun stuff.
See if Chavez can get thrown out on the second batter of the game. Yeah, that's one way to lose you. I don't want to be out here in 115-degree weather. Get me in the dugout.
Well, then again, does he get suspended for tomorrow or Sunday's
That's true.
game?
You don't want to do that. You want to be here for Banana Ball.
Tomorrow we will play Banana Ball here at Duncan Field. We are going to have a lot of fun doing that, as, like we said, Fremont and Hastings. Fremont's already locked up a playoff spot. Sodbusters cannot qualify, so they're going to have a little fun. Jensen the other way to left field, but right there's a left fielder stack, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Moo and Lucas Hamza. 0-0. We go to the second inning on Sodbuster Baseball.
Sodbuster Baseball is sponsored by Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC. It's one of the many ways Jerry and Greg Spady, along with their families and employees, have proudly embraced a passion for giving back to the community. The folks at Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC realize the importance of enriching and improving the lives of their neighbors. They've accomplished this through philanthropy and active personal involvement. Featuring the top new and used inventory in the region and a certified service department, Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC, 2750 Osborne Drive East in Hastings, or at spady.com. Make your next pit stop at the Coach's Corner, a friendly staff and a deep lineup of snacks. You can find Coach's Corner in North Hastings on Osborne Drive East. More than just a gas station, Coach's Corner is the place to get delicious pizza made fresh for you and your family. Don't take our word for it. It's so good it'll be featured at selected Sodbuster home games this season. For a convenient and clean experience, be sure to check out the new convenience store in North Hastings, Coach's Corner.
0-0 after one inning. Sodbusters back out on the field. They will tackle the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Moo coming up. Dalton Juden with a leadoff walk, but retired the next 3 men in order. So the leadoff walk does not come around to score, something that has plagued the Sodbusters this season, but they survive with a minimal first inning, as Connor Peterson will be the first batter for the Fremont Moo. As I mentioned earlier, Peterson, a two-way player for the Moo, as he takes a big hack and comes up empty for strike one. He's made 4 appearances on the mound. This will be his 14th game in the field. A .260 average with 4 doubles and 8 runs batted in. The 0-1 to him. It's an off speed that misses up high, and then it's 1-1. The wind from Juden, and a half-hearted swing, and Shell Wing is right. That one Peterson didn't mean to, but he goes around, and it's 1-2. Juden working quickly on the mound. Wave and a miss. Went upstairs with the heat, and Peterson couldn't resist. He is struck out, and second strikeout for Dalton Juden.
So far, so good for Dalton. Did walk the first guy, and it was kind of tongue-in-cheek, but it seems like both Juden boys always walk the first guy. Maybe they just need to save pitch count. We're intentionally walking the first guy of the first inning. Let's just get it out of the way and go.
Well, he did you one better there. It was the first batter of the game, but hopefully it's just that first inning, but Juden responds nicely in the second. Rope to left field and a base hit, and the beer batter breaks Duncan Field's hearts for the moment. He's on Neil Jansen with a first pitch single. There's one on with one out.
And I know Jansen doesn't have a great batting average, which is probably one of the reasons he's got it, but I still see Neil Jansen hitting one to straightaway center field to really break the Sodbusters' hearts in a 9-8 game earlier this year.
Neil Jansen was indeed the heartbreaker. Ground ball to second. They will printer bobbles, and everybody's going to be safe, and not too pleased with himself, as wasn't able to get it out of the glove to get anybody out. And I think that should go as an infield single, right?
I think the bobble probably has to make it an error. I guess I don't know. They put hit on the board, but to me he bobbled. May have had a chance. Certainly could have gotten one if he fields it cleanly, but. We'll see what Andy has it.
Yeah, we always enjoy the perspective of Andy. Runner goes to third. The throw from Mortman is not in time, and stealing the bases, Neil Jansen, and also going to second is Easton Steck. and he at second base. They're going to score that. They did score it as a fielder's choice. Now it's taken back and still have him at bat. We'll see what the official call here, but regardless, we have second and third with just one out, and Tyler Harrington, the next batter. Harrington started the season with the MOO and took an extended leave and now back with the team. Ground ball to the right side. Nesvara picks it up, thinks about home, but will just step on the bag at first. Smart play, get the sure out. Fremont is on the board first in the second inning, and the runner goes to third. He stands there with 2 outs.
And the double steal pays off. Fremont an amazing 135 for 144 in stolen bases for the summer after that successful double steal to get runners to second and third.
So now officially a fielder's choice, so no error but also no hit for Easton Steck, who now stands at third after the RBI ground out from Tyler Harrington. And Timon Long, the next batter up. Timon Long, the power hitter of the team, is in the 9-hole. We talking with Steve earlier, kind of surprising to see a man with 15 doubles, 11 home runs, and 38 runs batted in, batting last in the lineup. But here he is with a 1-1 count. Swings and misses, and count goes to 1-2.
This is a lineup that was actually put together by the players, it sounded like, on the bus. So, yeah, they're kind of having a little fun, too. And so, hey, Long, maybe got on somebody's wrong side. You're batting ninth today.
That's what summer baseball's all about. Guys having fun, and like we said, for the Sodbusters, who struggled so mightily at the start of the season, never once has the dugout been pouting. They've always been cheerful, been playing around with each other, giving each other hard times, just like the baseball boys do. Been really fun. Ground ball to the left side. Printer with a long throw to first in time. Great play by Josh Printer in the hole on the left field side. He throws out Timon Long, and the MOO will have to settle for 1 run. It's 1-0 Fremont. Sodbusters coming up in the bottom of the second.
Are you tired of lousy internet and faceless customer service? It's time to experience local, honest, hassle-free, and exceptional. That's the Allo promise. We not only provide crazy fast fiber internet, crystal clear TV, and dependable phone service, but we choose to become a part of the communities we serve and love when everyone calls or stops by our store to say Allo. So don't settle for mediocre, settle for exceptional with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/local.
Hi, I'm a baseball umpire. My job can get pretty stressful. I have to keep my eyes open at all times, and if I don't make the right call, people boo me. So to relax, I visit a Nebraska lottery retailer like this one and buy some scratch tickets. It always calms me down. Hey, you cut in line.
I did not.
All right, you're out of here.
Hey, he didn't cut.
All right, you're out of here. I feel better already.
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
Bottom of the second inning in Hastings. 1-0 Fremont advantage and an RBI ground out from Tyler Harrington. Sodbusters were turned away 1-2-3 in the first inning, so they will have 4, 5, and 6 coming up in the bottom of the second. Tyler Welsh, Rusty Wortman, Eli Merritt due up against Lucas Hamza and the MOO in this second inning on this hot day with the wind blowing. It's got to feel a little better than yesterday, but according to the forecast, it looks like this will be the last day of the 100-degree weather for the week at least, but never know what the end of July and the start of August can hold. So we will hope for good weather in these final 2 games after this for the Sodbuster season. It's again 4, 5, and 6 due up. The Sodbusters have won 8 straight at home, and they look to beat Fremont for the first time this season. Fremont now the only team that the Sodbusters have not beat this season. They finally beat the Prospects earlier in the month. They've beaten Casper, 1 game of a doubleheader, beaten Oahe. They just swept Badlands, did not play Sawtooth, as there is strike 1 to Tyler Welsh. It's 0-1, so if anything, just at least get these guys once in these 3 games and can say we did. So Tyler Welsh bats. He is a Hastings College guy. Started off the year with the team, took a month off, and back with the team now as he swings and misses at strike 2. Trying to get a few more at-bats in this summer season for his head coach, Gill Skipper at Hastings College. Tyler Welsh getting the start at third base today with Anthony Chavez getting the day off. Ground ball to the right side. Tablazon will come in and bobbles it and can't make the play. Well, Welsh puts it in play. Tablazon can't make that, and that'll be an error on the second baseman, Tablazon. And Welsh is aboard with a leadoff error.
Good range for Tablazon, but just mishandled. He's shaking his head back and forth. We'll see if the Sodbusters can come right back after Fremont gets the run in the top of the inning.
The leadoff man is on. It's Rusty Wortman. Wortman knows how to get on base, and there's a wild pitch back to the screen, allowing Welsh to advance to second base. And he is now in scoring position with nobody out for Rusty Wortman. Wortman on the year, batting .234. Couple doubles, did have a triple. 8 runs batted in. Against Fremont this year, only 1 hit in 11 tries, but has scored 3 times. Sodbusters trying to tie it up in the bottom of the second. Breaking ball misses outside, and it's 2-0 to Wortman. First pitch misses in the dirt. Now 2-ball counts. Outfield playing pretty shallow for Wortman. There's a good fastball in the outer corner, and the count goes 2-1 to Wortman. Sodbusters trying to find an answer for this excellent Fremont pitching staff as Wortman comes up empty. It's 2-2. In 9 games, the Sodbusters are just hitting a .188 against Fremont, scoring just 39 runs and striking out 83 times. Fremont, one of the best pitching staffs in the Independence League. As there's a called strike 3, and Rusty Wortman knew it. He'll head back to the dugout, and there is 1 out, and Welsh remains at second.
Plus facing a really good guy today. Lucas Holmes, returnee from Midland, and he was all Independence League a year ago for this Fremont MOO squad.
Fremont, the Independence League lead in pitching staff strikeouts. Came into last series hitting .457 as there's a base hit for Eli Merritt to right field. Welsh will stop at third, and a single from Eli Merritt puts runners at first and third with 1 out.
So something cooking here. Josh Printer, an RBI chance. At least like to get that tying run home from third with less than 2 outs.
Let's see what Printer can do. Printer wearing number 2 today instead of his normal number 9. And he bats with a big opportunity here with runners on the corners and only 1 out. Printer against Fremont this year in 6 games, 4 for 19. 2 of those hits are doubles and has driven in 2 runs and stolen 2 bases. First pitch to him is grounded to the left side, and they're going to throw to second for 1, on to first, and not in time, and here comes Welsh to tie the game up. A little bit of indecision by Harrington, took a little too long to maybe turn the double play, and that will be an RBI fielder's choice for Josh Printer, and the game's tied at 1.
And it was fascinating because Harrington probably gets Welsh caught on the rundown between third and home, but he thinks, okay, I can end the inning if I go 5-4-3. So great hustle down the line for Printer to get the RBI.
Welsh stopped initially as Jacob Nesvara's first pitch swinging over the bag. This will be a long throw for Harrington, but he makes the play for out number 3. Josh Printer ties up the game with an RBI fielder's choice after 2 innings. We're knotted at 1 apiece. Third inning coming up on Sodbuster Baseball.
There's nothing like relaxing on a summer day. Nothing like taking in a Hastings Sodbuster baseball game. And there's nothing like an ice-cold Pepsi to make the day perfect. Pepsi Cola of Hastings wants to make your nothing like be the best day it can be, whatever the occasion. Enjoy your favorite refreshing Pepsi product throughout the Sodbuster season and make your nothing like memories. Pepsi Cola of Hastings, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball.
Hastings Sodbusters Baseball's in full swing, bringing you another fun-filled summer of high-level collegiate woodbat baseball at historic Duncan Field. A great way to spend a summer evening with your families at a Sodbusters baseball game. Go online to HastingsSodbusters.com for their home game schedule or to purchase tickets. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball. It's a hit!
got the spirit of the game. The Hastings Sidebusters.
Tied at 1 after 2 innings of play. Dalton Juden and the Sodbusters back out to the mound. 3rd and 4th inning, and we welcome Steve Stein to the play-by-play role. Steve, how you doing?
Hey, awesome. Dalton Juden through the first 2 innings. Not too bad. Had that leadoff walk in the first and then set the next 4 down. Allowed a 1-out single, a fielder's choice, which turned into a run, and the double steal pays off as Neil Jansen takes 3rd, Easton Steck takes 2nd, and Tyler Harrington with the RBI ground out. That is the difference in the game, and the Sodbusters coming right back and getting a run in their half of the inning. That was unearned as Tyler Welch reached on the air and scored on the fielder's choice grounder from Josh Printer. So all square at 1 as Dalton Juden brings home the pitch, and this is high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes on Jason Willers for the Fremont MOO. As Willers coming into today at 284, a couple of home runs. He's knocked in 17 and scored 12. He's scorched the Sodbusters for 429, although limited plate appearances, just 3 out of 7 coming into today. As they've already played this team 9 times, the final 3 here of the regular season. 1-1 pitch and a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Willers. As Fremont getting set to go for the championship series. They'll take Monday off, make the road trip to Casper, and play a 6:30 Mountain Time game Tuesday and Wednesday. Popped up into right field, a long run for Merritt into foul territory, not going to get there. The wind actually hurting his cause. If that does not happen, he probably has a chance to grab that one. Instead, it falls for a foul, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So they'll play first 2 in Casper, take Thursday off for a travel day, and then come back to Fremont Friday, Saturday, Sunday, best of 5 series. So they'll have the, if necessary, games in Fremont if it all comes to pass. That's the championship series for the Independence League. As Willers back in the batter's box, the orange jerseys with purple numbers. Fremont MOO with their white pants, trimmed in a purple and orange. Swing and a miss. Good job for Dalton Juden as Dalton gets his 3rd K of the day, and he'll face Hummel and Heyman, top 3 batters in the order for this Fremont MOO team. A wild series in Spearfish that saw Fremont win the first 2 games, 12-4 and 9-7. Yesterday, back and forth affair, Spearfish walked it off 11-10. Pitch across for strike, no balls, and 1 strike on Tyler Hummel, who struck out his first time up. Hummel batting .242 with a home run. He's knocked in 16 and scored 15. Hit .208 against Hastings for the year, 5 out of 24. The count on him is 1 ball and 1 strike. It's Steve Stein, it's Ryan Valenta, Mason Hendricks running the show today. Connor Christensen and Noah Pagel helping out in the adjacent booths with the point streak and with the scoreboard operation. Off-speed pitch right across for Juden as it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Flight scope showing that pitch at 73 miles an hour from Dalton Juden, working quickly. The 1-2 pitch on the way, just off the inside corner. Rusty Wortman tried to frame it, didn't get the call. 2-2. Tim Stroman, very solid umpire. He's behind home plate. Jason Seitz out there in the field, visiting with the Fremont assistant coach as pitch is fouled away. 2 pretty good guys here, and they're going to be working, I think, the final 3 games of the series. They'll have a blast tomorrow. That whole banana ball thing, hopefully they're up on all the rules for that.
Hopefully they read up, you're right.
2-2 pitch is hit pretty well to right field. Merritt fading back, and makes the play against Hummel. 2 up, 2 down here in the 3rd, and that will bring Henry Heyman to the plate. Oh my goodness, the numbers he has put up. And Henry, by the way, just in the previous series, the Tuesday game, 4 for 6, a run batted in, 2 runs scored. And then the Thursday contest, 3 out of 5. So he had a run batted in, scored 3 times, and had a double in that one. Pitch taken outside for a ball to Henry Heyman, batting in the 3 spot, flew out to left his first time up. 1-1 in the 3rd. Here's the pitch from Juden, and this one fouled straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike on Henry Heyman. Heyman, out of Melbourne, Australia, played at Barton County Community College. Last report still looking for his 4-year. Not sure if he has found that one yet. This pitch is missing for ball 2. You would think with the kind of summer he's had, somebody would find a spot for him. But
Australia actually with a travel team. It's whatever league that the Western Nebraska Pioneers are in. I'm not exactly sure where they are now, but Australia with the travel team, maybe he got an offer from there. We'll never know.
3-1 pitch on the way, and that's across for strikes. A full count now to Henry Heyman. Heyman against the Hastings Sodbusters, 318 coming into today, 7 out of 22. Swings and misses here, and Juden puts him down 1-2-3 in the third. It's a 1-1 tie, and this is Sodbuster Baseball.
Let's face it, we move our bodies around a lot. And sometimes things happen. A tweak, twist, pull, strain, ache, or pain. At Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care, their goal is to restore your mobility, keep you moving, and ensure your rehabilitation is effective, efficient, and stress-free. Do you suffer from headaches and neck pain, lower back, or sciatica? Call Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care today. Start to discover wellness through chiropractic care. Fisk Chiropractic Sports Clinic.com. Start feeling better now.
Hastings College has reimagined everything. As a sophomore, you'll spend part of a semester studying abroad, and they'll cover the cost. Recognizing it's a digital world and how you learn, they'll give you an iPad Pro and Apple Pencil, tools that'll help you engage, whether you're on campus or in Paris, plus internship opportunities and professors who mentor you. Hastings even provides books. At Hastings College, you'll go somewhere. Go to hastings.edu/discover for more.
Out of the bottom half of inning number 3, the Hastings Sodbusters and the Fremont MOO all knotted up at 1. The Sodbusters getting an unearned run in the second after Fremont scored their run in inning number 2. And Hastings will have 9, 1, and 2 coming up against the Fremont starter Lucas Hamza. Hamza so far allowing just 1 run on 1 hit, striking out 1 through the first couple of frames here today. He's a very good strikeout pitcher. Kyle Hiltbrandt will bat for the Hastings Sodbusters as he is playing left field today. Maybe his first start in left here at Duncan Field. Mainly a right field kind of guy. Hiltbrandt, Western Oregon Wolf. Californian, stands in the right-handed box, a sports media major, and he swings and fouls the pitch away. No balls and 1 strike on Kyle Hiltbrandt. Batting .250 coming into today, a triple, a couple of doubles. He's knocked in 13 and scored 17 times. One of the top guys as far as being hit by a pitch on the team. Several guys with 9, a lot with 8. It's been a big battle for that lead. I don't know if you want to win that battle. It just showed the bruises. I got one today. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on Hiltbrandt, who takes this pitch over the outside corner, 1-2 on Kyle Hiltbrandt. Went 1 for 2 yesterday in the win over Badlands. Scored 2 runs. Nice job for the Sodbusters sweeping Badlands and taking them out of any playoff possibilities. Count now 2-2 as High Hardwin nearly took his 10th hit batsman honor and took the team lead. But 2-2 the pitch, and Hiltbrandt watches it go by for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Kyle, as the Sodbusters sweeping the Big Stick 6-2, 8-7, and 4-1. 2 games yesterday at 7-inning affairs in that doubleheader. Sodbusters scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th to win 8-7, and then used a 4-hit complete game from Marcus Miller in the nightcap, and I do mean nightcap, as we got done after 11 o'clock. Sodbusters had only 4 hits, but made them pay off for 4 runs in that 4-1 win. 3-2 pitch taken high, good at bat for Kyle Hiltbrandt, as he will take his base, and Taylor Gill will bat for the second time today. Taylor Gill flew out to right his first time up, an outstanding Division I prospect. Played a couple of years at Northeast Community College, gets his associates there, and get a major in business at Ohio. And Gill, pretty good bunt down the third base line. That is big trouble, and that is going to roll and roll. They're going to try to let it roll foul. It will not. Infield single for Taylor Gill, and the Sodbusters have first and second and nobody out with 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Taylor Gill, tremendous speed anyway, and Hamza realizing he had no chance to throw him out, so just let it roll. And here's Jaden Stone for the Hastings Sodbusters. Stone has worn a couple of different numbers. He goes with number 3 today. 3 for 8 in his brief time with the Hastings Sodbusters. Here's the pitch, and he tries to bunt. Third base side, it's rolling, and this time it's going to go foul. Same situation in the roll this time goes for the Fremont MOO. Jaden Stone, the hero of the first game of the Twin Bill, as he knocked home the game winner with 1 for 2 with that run batted in to score Tyler Kistler. Kistler went 2 for 4. It's actually Kistler getting the game-winning RBI. He also scored a run. As Sodbusters see what they can get done with Jaden Stone. Each team with a pair of hits. We're all square at 1. And the bunt put down. It's a dandy. Hamza's only play to first. Throw is wild. Great backup for Tablazon. Otherwise, the Sodbusters would have had a run or maybe 2. Tablazon all the way over behind his first baseman, Henry Heyman, and that was nowhere close. So the Sodbusters will have bases loaded and nobody out. That'll be an error on Hamza, as Kyle Hiltbrand is now at third base. Taylor Gill at second. Jaden Stone reaches first on the second error of the game on the Fremont MOO. 1-1 to Sodbusters looking to put a crooked number on the board as Cale Jensen takes strike 1. No balls and a strike. DHing today is Cale Jensen. Central City guy batting .277. A team bats 6 home runs. He leads the team with 28 runs batted in. Went 2 for 10 in the series against Badlands, but had the big game in Grand Island in the opening game of that series. 2 for 5, a home run, a double, knocked in 2, and scored 1. Difference maker in that 6-2 victory. Jensen down to the count, 0-2, and able to check his swing there for 1-2, almost a 3-pitch strikeout. Jensen at least wants to put it in play and see what happens right here. Infield playing in, not all the way in, but they're thinking a grounder at an infielder. They'll come home with it to get the lead run. 1-2 pitch on the way. Jensen, a weak grounder to the left side. The throw will come home, and they'll just get one out there. Harrington able to gun down Kyle Hiltbrand at home, so 5-2 on the putout there. Gill advances to third, Stone to second. Cale Jensen does put it in play, but can't bring the run home, and now it's going to be Tanner Welch. Big RBI chance here, bases loaded, 1 out. Now the middle infielders will retreat a bit for Fremont, thinking double play, and a chance to end this inning with no damage done. Corner infielders also back up a bit, as they are hoping for a ground ball at somebody. 0-1 the count now on Welch. Here's the pitch. Tyler swings and misses. 2 quick strikes on Welch. Reached on an error his first time up. 1-1. Sodbusters with a huge chance here in inning number 3, but Fremont trying to get out of it. 0-2 pitch on the way, and this is bounced to Harrington at third. He will step on the bag. Long throw to first. Dug out nicely. And it's a 5-3 twin killing and no damage done. Bases loaded, nobody out, and the Sodbusters cannot score. We head to the 4th inning. It's still 1-1. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Hastings College has reimagined everything. As a sophomore, you'll spend part of a semester studying abroad, and they'll cover the cost. Recognizing it's a digital world and how you learn, they'll give you an iPad Pro and Apple Pencil. Tools that'll help you engage, whether you're on campus or in Paris. Plus internship opportunities and professors who mentor you. Hastings even provides books. At Hastings College, you'll go somewhere. Go to hastings.edu/discover.
Core CPAs is your locally owned, full-service accounting firm. Our team of professionals have years of accounting experience and focus on building in-depth relationships with our clients. Our comprehensive and customized solutions are tailored to your specific needs. We pride ourselves in our commitment to integrity, objectivity, and professionalism. At Core CPAs, we provide tax services, payroll, bookkeeping, assurance and financial reporting, and much more. Visit our website at corecpas.us.
Head to inning number 4, the Hastings Sodbusters, the Fremont MOO, locked in a 1-1 tie. Hastings getting an unearned run in the second, Fremont scoring their run in the second. Sodbusters lamenting what might have been. Bases loaded, nobody out in the third, and they could not score. And Fremont tries to make him pay and come right back with Blake Tablazon coming to the plate against right-hander Dalton Juden. Juden 46 pitches thrown through the first 3 innings of this one, allowing 1 run, just 1 hit. He struck out 3 and he has walked one. Walked the first man he faced and has not walked a man since. It's kind of been funny. I know Fred walked the first guy he faced on Wednesday in Grand Island. Matter of fact, gave up 3 free passes in the first inning and didn't allow a run, and ended up working his way to a victory in that contest. As the Juden brothers, nice to get to know them a little bit, and going to be staying in Nebraska, getting a chance to play at York University. You know, when you're growing up, you're thinking, where are you gonna end up? Nebraska probably wasn't on the radar for these guys from Florida and the East Coast, as they lived for a while up in the Northeast. Tablazon at the plate now. 1 ball and no strikes, the count his way. Grounded to the second baseman his first time up. 1-1 the score here in the fourth, and the pitch is taken a little bit high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Understand the Juden family, regular followers on YouTube. We appreciate that. His dad, Jeff Juden, the former major leaguer with the Astros. Pitch misses for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Had a little family tie-in. Brother-in-law, huge Astros fan. 3-0 delivery right across for strike. 3 balls and a strike. And my wife is a big Cubs fan. Of course, when they were growing up, both National League teams. 3-1 delivery on the way. And the pitch is taken upstairs. It's a 5-pitch walk, leadoff walk here in the 4th inning. And that will bring to the plate Cooper Peterson. Cooper Peterson, 260 coming into today. 1 for 4 against Hastings on the year. He's from Tucson, another Midland University guy. Solidly built right-handed hitter here. See what he can get done. First to throw over to first base. I know the wife and the brother-in-law, they always had the battles. Craig Biggio has taken those HBPs off of the elbow guard, and that always just irked my wife, you know, when he got inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Cheater! He's a cheater! That was fun. Pitch is fouled away, no balls and 2 strikes now, and Cooper Peterson struck out his first time up against Juden. Juden allowing the leadoff walk, and you always have to be aware of this Fremont run game. They do steal the bases. We thought the team that the Sodbusters played in Badlands was aggressive. Fremont, 133 stolen bases coming into today, and it was a double steal that led to the first run as they got the guys to second and third and scored on a fielder's choice. Pitch inside, and it is fouled away, and literally Cooper Peterson fighting it off as he was almost trying to duck out of the way and had a half swing. If he doesn't get a bat on it, it may nail it. Count is 2 strikes on Cooper Peterson. Juden brings home the pitch, and this one is bounced to the left side. Printer's got it, only play to first, and that's in time. Tablazon moves up to second base. 6-3 on the putout. Good charge there for Josh Printer, and a strong throw. So 1 on, 1 out for Neil Jansen. Jansen a single and the run scored. He stole third base in advance of being brought home by the ground out from Tyler Harrington. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors for Fremont. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Hastings Sodbusters. We're still moderately early in this one. Fairly fast-moving game as we are in the 4th now. His pitch is swung on and missed. He's the beer batter and went after 1 out of the zone right here. Sodbuster fans getting into it. Not a bad crowd here for 100-degree weather on a Friday night. Dancing away from second base is Tablazon. Tablazon trying to get in the mind of Juden. Dalton pays no attention. Well, he pays enough attention to keep him close enough and then brings the pitch high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on, 1-1 the score. Here at Duncan Field, final 3 games of the season for the Hastings Sodbusters. 1-1 delivery, and that one's right there for strike 2. Good fastball there, 1-2 the count, as that fastball hitting 84 miles an hour for Dalton Juden. Runner at second, 2 outs. Jason Frews getting the crowd to yell beer. It's festive. Tablazon, huge lead. Here's the pitch. Just misses. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And you know, when alcohol's involved, the passion's going to be high, and fans thought that was a strike. They're going to think everything's a strike at this point. 2-2, 1 out. Juden comes set A check of Tablazon and the pitch. Inside, and it hits him. So, walk and a hit batsman in the inning. Big chance for Fremont to grab the lead. And you remember Sodbusters had the chance to put a crooked number on the board in the third and got nothing. Fremont now has their 7, 8, and 9 trying to deliver something here. Easton Steck stepped to the plate. Reached on a fielder's choice and stole the base his last time up. 1-1 the score, but Fremont threatens. First and second, one out. Juden hoping to throw up a double play ball right here. And there it is, up, and it's off the glove of Welch, and it's into short center field. A run is going to score, and Fremont will have runners at the corners when all is said and done, as Tyler Welch could not field that one cleanly, and Fremont has grabbed the lead. Pretty hard hit ball off the bat of Easton Steck. Tablazon never hesitated as he rounds third. Neil Jansen ends up at third, and the first error of the game on the Hastings Sodbusters allows Fremont to reclaim the lead at 2-1, and they're not done yet. Still, a double play could get you out of it with minimal damage as Tyler Harrington comes to the plate. Pretty good 8 and 9 hitters coming up here with Harrington and Timon Long. Hard hit ball, that's by the third baseman for a base hit. Now there's going to be first and second, and 3-1 the score. A rocket shot off the bat of Tyler Harrington. He gets his second run batted in of the day as Jansen scores. Easton Steck ends up at second base. And here's Timon Long coming to the plate. I mentioned the fact that don't often see your home run leader in the number 9 spot, but their players put this together on the way here. And Timon Long batting in the 9 spot, 289, 11 home runs, 15 doubles, 38 runs batted in. Yeah, if you just look at the lineup, okay, just throw one in there to the number 9 hitter. No, don't do that. Although he has scuffled against Hastings with his out earlier, just 5 out of 27. He was 192 against the Sodbusters coming into today, so has not had success against Hastings as much as he has the rest of the Independence League. Takes ball one here, 2 across for Fremont, and Long pops it a mile high on the infield. Infield fly rule should be called. Printer will allow it to drop, and just to kind of see if anybody wants to try to test him. But everybody knows the rules well enough. Nope, you try to advance at your own risk, and they do not. So the infield fly will eliminate Timon Long. And Printer crafty out there. You always see him faking that he has the ball even when he doesn't, and has kept guys from going by deking them on more than one occasion. Jason Willers comes to the plate now, top of the order. 3-1 the score, Fremont on top. I think Printer actually able to get a guy picked off by telling him it was a foul ball one time, and he ran back to first, and they threw him out as he was running from second to first. So Printer, a little cagey out there, and did allow that ball to drop like he was confused, but the Fremont runners would not try to advance. Juden out of the stretch, trying to get out of this with the 2 runs allowed so far. A pick play is on, but the no throw. Printer had cut in behind Easton Steck, but Dalton Juden did not wheel and throw, and time has been called. First and second, 2 outs, 2 home for Fremont, and really painful after the Sodbusters missed a huge chance in the third. Fremont comes right back and gets 2 on the board in the fourth. 0-1 delivery, and this one is grounded foul. Goes to no balls and 2 strikes on Jason Willers. Willers struck out last time. He walked back in the first inning. Jason Willers out of Davenport, Iowa, goes to Morningside. The Morningside Mustang. 284 coming into today's game with 17 runs batted in and 12 runs scored. 3-1 Fremont in the fourth as Juden wheels, throws, got him picked off. He will throw to third. Welch applies the tag. Safe! Tyler Welch tried to get the sweep tag on Easton Steck and apparently did not. Dalton Juden didn't really gun it over there, so he did a good job of wheeling. Steck never hesitated, going to third, and Juden didn't put a whole lot of velocity on it, and Welch could not apply the tag. So the unsuccessful pick there, and the inning will continue, and that could loom large as Steck ends up at third base. Tyler Harrington at second, and now Willers with 2 RBI chance. Will fly this one to the air to center field. It's pretty well hit, but that into the teeth of the wind and into center field, and no problem out there for Jaden Stone. And Fremont will settle for 2 runs. They get 2 runs across on only 1 hit. There was 1 large error and 2 men left. Man of the bottom half of inning number 4. It's 3-1 Fremont. This is Soundbuster Baseball.
Core CPAs is your locally owned, full-service accounting firm. Our team of professionals have years of accounting experience and focus on building in-depth relationships with our clients. Our comprehensive and customized solutions are tailored to your specific needs. We pride ourselves in our commitment to integrity, objectivity, and professionalism. At Core CPAs, we provide tax services, payroll, bookkeeping, assurance and financial reporting, and much more. Visit our website at corecpas.us.
Blue Fork Kitchen features elevated comfort food in a family-friendly, fast casual environment. With a full menu, you can sit down for a nice meal or order online for pickup. From salads and wraps to burgers and steaks, Blue Fork Kitchen has your kind of food. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10 p.m., with a special brunch buffet Sunday from 9 to 2 p.m. Blue Fork Kitchen is located in the Cimarron Plaza, 38th and Osborne Drive in Hastings. Like them on Facebook.
At the bottom half of inning number 4, the Hastings Sodbusters trail at 3-1, giving up 2 runs in the top of the frame after they failed to score in the bottom of the 3rd when they had bases loaded and nobody out. Hamza working his way out of difficulty as Lucas has thrown 37 pitches through his 3 innings. Dalton Juden's pitch count at 67 through 4. And it will be Hastings catcher Rusty Wortman. Wortman struck out looking his first time up. Rusty, generally a pretty darn good eye. He has a great walks to strikeout ratio this year for the Hastings Sodbusters. That second inning strikeout today notwithstanding. Wortman in the left-handed batter's box taking low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Rusty Wortman. He's already got his criminal justice associate's degree. He's going to go back for a 3rd year to play more baseball at Northeast Community College and get some other classes in. Guy who very interested in fire science. Ball hit to the third baseman, and Harrington's got it and throws to first. Tyler Harrington, rock solid over there at third base, makes another good play, this time to retire Rusty Wortman. 1 out, nobody on, and that will bring to the plate Eli Merritt. Merritt singled his first time up, but was eliminated on a fielder's choice, part of a double play. Actually, just a fielder's choice grounder. He was taken off the base paths his last time up. Pitches in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes on Eli Merritt, another one of the Hastings College guys on this roster. Got an opportunity to play against Badlands earlier in the week. Pitch is taken for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes on Eli Merritt. Merritt 0 for 4 in the first game of a doubleheader yesterday. Sodbusters rallied to win that one 8-7. Pitch fouled back, 2 balls and 1 strike on Eli Merritt. Sodbusters winning all 3 games against Badlands, taking them out of playoff possibilities. 6-2, 8-7, and 4-1. While Fremont, they've been hot lately after a tough start to the second half. Hamza puts this one right over the head of Merritt, 3-1. But they have bounced back nicely, winning 2 of 3 at Spearfish to get back to 500. As a matter of fact, they're tied for second in the second half standings with Badlands heading into the weekend. 3-1 delivery on the way. And foul back, 3-2 on Merritt with Josh Printer waiting on deck. 3 runs, 3 hits for Fremont. They've committed 2 errors. Hastings 1 run, 2 hits, and they've committed 1 error. Banana Ball tomorrow night, 6:35. Fun rules. This one rocketed in the air to right field, but no problem there for Tyler Hummel, 2 outs. Hummel comes on and makes the play, and that will bring to the plate Josh Printer. Printer with the lone run batted in for the Hastings Sodbusters, a fielder's choice grounder as he hustled down to make sure he didn't get a part of a double play. Just did beat the throw, and that allowed Tyler Welch to score the lone run, but Fremont comes back and gets 2 runs in the top of the 4th to grab the lead at 3-1. Hamza out of the wind, and curveball stays high for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes on Josh Printer. Hamza working quickly. Here comes the pitch, and that's inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Printer. For some reason wearing number 2 today, maybe in salute of Marcus Miller. Likely saw his last time for the Sodbusters. A complete game victory late yesterday. That 4-hitter, and number 2 probably done for the season. She's the regular starter. Unless, who knows, wild thing tomorrow with the banana ball. We may see guys playing out of positions. That could be, it could be chaos tomorrow. I'm not sure how the coaches will approach it in terms of position, allowing guys to bat. That just could be real fun, and I hope you'll come on out. Kind of like, it's almost like a Harlem Globetrotter feel of baseball, and it's just going to be entertaining tomorrow. Count now 3-2 on Josh Printer for the Hastings Sodbusters as he swings and misses at the 3-1 pitch. Hamza, again, he's ready to go right after it. Gets the sign from Long and throws it by Printer as Printer could not make contact, and the Sodbusters are down quietly in the 4th. It's 3-1 Fremont as we head to the 5th. This is Sodbuster. Sodbuster Baseball is sponsored by Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC. It's one of the many ways Jerry and Greg Spady, along with their families and employees, have proudly embraced a passion for giving back to the community. The folks at Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC realize the importance of enriching and improving the lives of their neighbors. They've accomplished this through philanthropy and active personal involvement. Featuring the top new and used inventory in the region and a certified service department, Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC, 2750 Osborne Drive East in Hastings, or at spady.com. Make your next pit stop at the Coach's Corner, a friendly staff and a deep lineup of snacks. You can find Coach's Corner in North Hastings on Osborne Drive East. More than just a gas station, Coach's Corner is the place to get delicious pizza made fresh for you and your family. Don't take our word for it. It's so good it'll be featured at selected Sodbuster home games this season. For a convenient and clean experience, be sure to check out the new convenience store in North Hastings, Coach's Corner. We enter the 5th inning. Fremont has jumped out on top of Hastings by a score of 3-1, and once again it's Ryan Valenta.
Hope for a bounce-back inning from Dalton Juden. A little bit of action on the base pass, leading to 2 Fremont runs. You had the out right there at third base at one point with a runner breaking to third, but unfortunately, with a dugout view of that play, Welsh just missed the tag. Try as he may to try and convince the field umpire. Good call by Jason Seitz that the runner's actually safe, but 3-1. Let's have a shutdown inning, and off the glove of Juden up the middle, right over to Gill at first base, and Esvara grabs it, and 1 up and 1 down as Hummel is set down on 1 pitch. So I believe Juden did get a piece of that, so 1-4-3 on the putout there. And no problem from Taylor Gill at second base to take care of that. And now Henry Heyman had a quiet 0-for-2 game, and look out. That hit to the visiting press box window. Good thing, Rich, over there you had your window closed, otherwise that might have left a dent or something. Haven't seen many of those come close to the press box, but there we are. So 0-1 to Heyman. Good breaking ball, and it's 0-2 as Juden finds the outside corner.
What's the rule about bouncing off things? Is that still an out?
So 3 runs for the Moo, 1 run for the Busters. Wave and a miss. Heyman down on 3 pitches as he strikes out for the second time this afternoon, and he's 0-for-3. And 2 up and 2 down for Dalton Juden.
The Sodbusters finding a way to cool off Henry Heyman so far.
So the odd innings have been good to Juden so far. He's only allowed 1 base runner in the odd innings. Innings 2 and 4 have been the run scorers for the Moo. With 2 outs, first batter is Blake Tablazon. So he takes strike 1. Tablazon walked and scored to lead off the 4th inning. He bats now in the 5th. Fouled off to the right side, and quickly 0-2. Juden really going to take a page out of the book of Lucas Hamza, working quickly and pumping the zone with strikes. The 0-2 hit him very well to right field, and that'll find some green grass, and it'll get almost all the way to the wall. Tablazon can run. He's going to think 3. There he goes. The throw in from Merritt in right field will not have a chance to get Blake Tablazon, as that is a 2-out triple. Tablazon showing off the wheels and putting it in a perfect spot. And the Moo have a man at third with 2 outs.
His team best 4th triple of the year for Blake Tablazon, and now Juden has to focus here to avoid giving up a 4th run.
Just when you thought might have a 1-2-3 inning, Blake Tablazon spoils that with that loud triple to right field, as no chance for Eli Merritt in right field to get to that. And it'll be up to Connor Peterson to drive that run home with 2 outs. 4th hit for the Moo, as Juden will now go from the stretch to Connor Peterson. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. First pitch swinging and down the line to right field, but that'll be out of play on the roof of the playground, and it's 0-1. Sodbusters trying to keep their winning ways going here at home. They have won 8 consecutive games, dating back to the Nebraska Prospect Series. There's a big swing and a miss, and 0-2 on Connor Peterson. Again, Peterson, a two-way player for the Moo, has seen time on the mound, but mainly on the field. Here's the 0-2 to him. A late swing, and just gets a piece of that. Count remains 0-2. Fremont getting 2 runs in the 4th inning on a couple of miscues by the Sodbusters, but all thanks to hard hit balls. Swing and a miss. Juden strikes out the batter, and that's 2 strikeouts in the inning, and for Juden, his 6th strikeout of his appearance. And Fremont, with the 2-out triple, leaves him stranded and does not score. It's 3-1. We go to the bottom of the 5th.
Are you tired of lousy internet and faceless customer service? It's time to experience local, honest, hassle-free, and exceptional. That's the Allo promise. We not only provide crazy fast fiber internet, crystal clear TV, and dependable phone service, but we choose to become a part of the communities we serve and love when everyone calls or stops by our store to say Allo. So don't settle for mediocre, settle for exceptional with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/local.
Hi, I'm a baseball umpire. My job can get pretty stressful. I have to keep my eyes open at all times, and if I don't make the right call, people boo me. So to relax, I visit a Nebraska lottery retailer like this one and buy some scratch tickets. It always calms me down. Hey, you cut in line.
I did not.
All right, you're out of here.
Hey, he didn't cut.
All right, you're out of here. I feel better already.
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Sodbusters coming back up against the Moo. Just 1 run in the 2nd innings so far to show on 2 hits. Sodbusters were set down 1-2-3 in the 5th inning. And on a hot, steamy day, he has been doing it all around the ballpark. And owner Scott Galusha has time to join us for an inning in the bullpen. How's it going, Scott?
It's nice because I'm not dripping with sweat for once. We lost a couple of our little awnings when the wind picked up there quick, but I'd gladly trade those for about the 10 or 12 degrees we got temperature change, so it's pretty nice.
It is nice. Once at over 100 degrees around 3 p.m. and on the field, when we were down there earlier, it felt like we were just about to melt into the field, it seemed like.
You and I stood out there during BP there for maybe 5 minutes, and it was just it's just incredibly hot out there.
And the outfield, a different story. I had all those bugs biting my ankles, too. Just not a good day, but it's cooled off a little bit. And Jacob Nesvara, the first man to bat, takes strike 1. And did our Sodbuster Spotlight with Jacob the other day after his first base hit and his first start. Just a great story. A guy who hasn't gotten much playing time but has always been there every game for the dugout for the guys.
You know, Jake played for me at my high school.
Oh, yes.
When he was a freshman. When I was there, that was my last year doing that. And so I know him pretty well. And when he called and asked if he wanted to be part of what we were doing, we said, sure, absolutely. And he knew it was going to be it's a work in progress, and he wanted to work because he wants to try to get back to baseball. He originally went to Doane College to play basketball, and now he's going to switch over to baseball, so we knew it was going to be important for him a little bit to probably get some at-bats and a little bit of experience, shake some rust off.
And ground ball up the middle is handled by Peterson up the middle, and Nesvara is retired by just a step, but It's a guy who has it all in perspective. He knew, like we talked about, he knew he probably wouldn't get the most playing time, but every game, I don't think I've ever not seen him here. But switching from basketball to baseball is no tough task.
No, it's no easy task. He's got really good feet. He's a good athlete and just a plus kid from Kirby Wells and the Allender program up there. Turns out lots and lots of good kids, so we're happy for him. And he hasn't missed a thing. He's loved being part of what we do, and that's part of what we do that you don't always get to see is just the growth. And he's got a lot better too in the last 10 weeks or so, practicing every day, keep doing everything he needs to do. So we're happy for him.
Kyle Hildbrand takes strike one. It's 2-1 to the California native from Atascadero. He reached in the third base field walk and was left stranded. Actually, he was thrown out at the plate trying to advance home with the bases loaded, and if you look at that put in the scorebook, a little bit of a missed opportunity, bases loaded with nobody out. You grounded to a fielder's choice and then a double play. It takes you out of the inning. Just hope they can bounce back here against Lucas Hamza, who has been good since the second inning.
Yeah, that's where the momentum changed in the game. Bases loaded, nobody out. We have a chance to put a crooked number on the board, and instead we don't get anything, and that turns the momentum really good. And then Fremont's been clean defensively, and we made a couple mistakes, and that's why we're down 3-1 on the scoreboard. But we're having some pretty good at bats, so I fully feel like 3 runs aren't going to be enough to win this game.
And speaking of clean plays, good play by Harrington, charging in on that ground ball to retire Hildbrand. And we'll turn it over to the top of the order in Taylor Gill. Gill 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out, and he will bat here and taking strike one. Hot day today, but it looks like this will be the last of the 100-degree days.
Yeah,
and
looks like it. Should be good. Should be mid-80s tomorrow, and that's going to feel like people are going to have coats on after the last week or so we've had. So it's going to be nice. And that weather change that we had just right before first pitch has made a big difference as well. The temperature has dropped. I'm not sure what it is, but it's got to be down at least in the low 90s, if not 80, somewhere in the upper 80s for sure. But it beats the heck out of that 3-digit number that we had all afternoon.
My watch still has 91, but it's 1-2 to Taylor Gill. And speaking of tomorrow and Sunday are your last chance to come and see the Sodbusters for their 2023 season. Moo thought they had Gill struck out right there, but it's 2-2, and believe we have some fun deals going on tomorrow and Sunday. As first, Taylor Gill rockets this to right field. Hummel going back, still going back. It's over his head and all the way to the wall. Gill at second. He'll hit the bag and head to third. The throw from right field to third is not in time. Gill holds the bag, and a 2-out triple for Taylor Gill. And the 2-out triples are even at 1 apiece. Sodbusters 90 feet away from their second run, and good hit from Taylor Gill right there.
That ball was hit hard, and running hard out of the box allowed him to get the 3, and now we got to take advantage of this and get him home.
So just like the Fremont MOO did last inning, a 2-out triple. The Sodbusters with one of their own with Taylor Gill, who technically had a home run at Duncan Field last night. You don't see too many of those.
No, I mean, if you're gonna have it, this is a place you could do it. But it's not a technically. The guy dove at it, didn't touch the ball, so you can't give an error on something that's not been touched. So, and it wasn't really an error. I mean, it was the guy was a little bit in between and thought he'd go for it. And when you're gonna go for it and you're gonna dive when you're a corner outfielder, you know the drill. If you're going to dive, you better try to knock it down, otherwise trouble. And again, just like today, Gill was running hard out of the box, and hats off to him for hustling all the way around. That's a long way to run when it's 104 degrees.
And according to you guys, that was the first inside the park home run hit as a Sodbuster at Duncan Field, correct?
That's correct, yep.
To right side and caught on a line by Henry Heyman. 2-out triples, left stranded, dang it is right. Both the Sodbusters and Moose spoil a chance there. It is still 3-1 after the top of the 5th inning. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah.
Scott, you want to tell us about the promotions tomorrow and Sunday?
It's going to be fun. Well, tomorrow's going to be banana ball or buster ball. It's going to be fun. Our guys are excited. They're thinking about, I think they're going to dance. I'm not sure. They're working on that a little bit. That was fun listening to them talk about that today. Fremont's excited about it too. They spent a long day on the bus, and they were talking about it all day. So I think we've got all the rules set. It's going to be a little different. May not be quite as smooth as maybe a normal game, since our rules are just a little bit different. But it's, the responses that we've got from this have been really good. And we've had some conversations about doing it next year. probably won't be a league game because we can't do that. But we've had a couple of teams already reach out to us that said they'd be interested in playing on an off day. So
cool.
Chances are, we're going to do this again, and the first time will always be the hardest. But I think we're going to continue to try to do this.
We got to make sure that our umpires are accustomed to the rules tomorrow too. They probably have the hardest job of them all. They can't pull out a piece of paper like we can and look up the rules in the middle of the paper. But Tim Stroman and Jason Seitz, they have done a great job for us this year. And we are glad to have them here. So it's going to be a fun day tomorrow at Banana Ball.
It is. It's going to be a good time. And, we have 3 guys that are here a lot. And Stroman and Tim Stroman and Jason Seitz and, of course, Jake Yeager. And Yeager, when I told him we were doing Banana Ball a few weeks ago, he's like, sweet. And then he went home, and his lovely bride, who gives him a hard time every time he's here, by the way. It's just such a great family. But they're on vacation this week, so he was pretty disappointed. He wasn't going to cause any friction at the house, but I know he was disappointed. I know he'd want to be here. They'll have fun with it too. It's the right guys, and that's the best part of it. Everybody's been, in order to do something a little bit different like this, we've got to get everybody to buy in, and so far we've got that from everybody.
If you haven't looked already, haven't heard, Savannah Bananas, the baseball team in, as you may have guessed, Savannah, Georgia, they have put a great spin on the rules of baseball, and you can go to their website, check out all the rules. We'll be adhering to all of them. We're going to put out a little post of our own later tonight.
Yeah.
So you can refresh your rules there, but it's going to be a fun day tomorrow. And then Sunday, Fan Appreciation Day. What can we expect at the ballpark then?
Well, we'll have all kinds of food specials, all kinds of drink specials, all kinds of merchandise specials, and we just like to take a time. We'll make sure we get a lot of shout-outs for a lot of people that have helped make this happen, and it's been really good for us. So, and we can't do this without all the support that we get from the community.
And that was a great play by Josh Printer there. Juggled the ball initially, but got the throw there in time. And how about the stretch from Jacob Nesvara?
I was going to say, he was he hung in there. The runner was right on him, a little bit of high throw, and didn't panic. Good play down there on both ends.
So Fremont, once again, Fremont and Casper battling for the Independence League Championship. And it's nice to see the guys can have some fun today. We've got some new intermittent first and third base coaches, Marcos and Chavi, getting some playing time in there. Just cool that Gill and the coaches are just loose enough at the end of the season to have some fun here.
These kids work hard, Ryan. They work hard. We ask them to do a lot in 10 weeks. They play a whole bunch of baseball, and they're always on the road. They're always doing something for us, and we want to make sure that a lot of this is growing and experience, and some of that experience is warranted. You can have a little extra fun every once in a while. And so Marcos, I think the words that he used to Joel was, "This is a dream come true. Can I do this?" And so he did. And he was pretty excited when Gill got that triple. He was all excited because he was winding him around there. So it's just fun. It's fun. You get to know these kids on a different level, and you can see them in a little bit different setting. But it's good that give those kids. Xavi's been playing a ton lately. And Marcos plays almost all the time, and so it's good to get those guys a day rest, and they'll be ready. They want to get ready for tomorrow, is what they were saying.
So there's ball 4 to Easton Steck, and why not? Yeah, rest up. It's hot today. Give the other guys some playing opportunity today, but ball 4 to Easton Steck right there. 1 on with 1 out. Fremont leads 3-1. 4 hits for the Moo, 3 hits for the Sodbusters.
How many walks have we had?
Let's find out.
Because
that is the 3rd walk for Juden, and just his 2nd walk since the first inning. So they've been spread out, but still probably more than you like. But Juden has had a walk problem. Both the Juden brothers have, but he's, for the most part, held the tone.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he missed the first 4 pitches, and they were all close. They were just a little bit off, but he's done a nice job getting better and better for us. But those walks are what's going to be exciting tomorrow.
Yes, so
that's where.
One of the Banana Ball rules, there are no walks, they are sprints. So going to be a interesting thing. First to pick off, throw to first. After ball 4, instead of walking down to first, it becomes a sprint. The batter can run freely. The ball is dead until every fielder except the pitcher touches the ball.
Yep, everybody's got to touch it. So the pitcher and catcher have obviously already touched it. But then everybody's got to touch the ball until it's live. So we practice that a little bit. We're going to practice that some more tomorrow. We've seen a little bit of whiteboard work, trying to go, okay, we're going to go here to get the ball here. But we'll see. That's going to be interesting, and see how that works. It should be exciting.
Got another strikeout for Dalton Juden, his 7th strikeout of the afternoon. So there is 2 outs now for Timon Long. And talking earlier, we heard from Fremont. This is their best hitter hitting in the 9-hole. Sounds like the guys just kind of made their own lineup and were having fun from it. It's not every day you see your power hitter in the 9-hole.
You know, you got to hide them down there. I always like to do that as a coach. I'd always like to hide somebody down there. Maybe get a few extra fastballs every once in a while, and try to get them down there. Oh, look, the guy's in the 9-hole. But nope, that's their best hitter down there. And so, yeah, everybody at this time of year, everybody's tired. It's been really hot this week, and they've been on the road. So they had 8 hours on a bus today. So they're having fun down there too, which is nice to see.
The Moo just coming from Spearfish after last night. The Moo lost in walk-off fashion, but then again, like we said, Moo already locking up a playoff contention. So just the thrill of victory, all they're playing for right now. But the 2 hottest hitters in Henry Heyman and Timon Long at the plate so far, 0 for 5 in the first 3 appearances. But Juden has missed with 3 straight to Timon Long, 0 for 2. And again, Timon Long, the power hitter with 15 doubles, 11 home runs, and 38 runs batted in. Just an astounding number for Mr. Long at the plate.
Very
good.
The
3-0, and that misses just high, and it's ball 4. And be first and second with 2 outs, and that'll prompt a visit from Gill Skipper with Juden's pitch counts now at 95 pitches. So got to assume his day is nearing the end. Some action in the Sodbuster bullpen, and we'll see if Skipper makes a move here.
Yeah, he might have one more batter. We'll see, but no more than that for sure.
And speaking of arms last night, how about Marcus Miller, the opening day starter, getting the job done? Interviewed him after the post game and said, "Do you think you were going all 7?" And he said, "Well, Braden Mackey was first out of the bullpen afterwards. He told me he didn't want to throw today, so I better go all 7 innings." And Miller did just that.
Well, you know, that's what we thought we were going to get from Marcus, and he's got better and better too. I mean, this is a step up. Nothing against Hastings College and the NAIA division, but pitching at this level is a step up. And so he got a little bit away from what he was good at early. He was trying to, instead of just pounding the zone and taking what you get, he was trying to cut corners a bunch earlier. And that didn't work out very well. He walked a lot of people. Matter of fact, he walked more people in his first start with us than he did all year for Hastings College.
All right.
And once we've got him convinced that he just needs to go out and be Marcus Miller, throw the ball over the plate, change speeds, and good things happen. He had a lot of swings and misses yesterday and made a good hitting team look not very good.
We definitely saw the mixture of that fastball and curveball combo, and mixing them together at the right times. That was just unhittable for Miller as he went 7 complete innings yesterday, just allowing 1 run and striking out 9. So 2 on and 2 out, and missed just a little bit high. Must have been up. And according to our toys,
Connor says yes.
All right. Well, we'll believe Tim.
Sometimes I wish he'd just not tell me the truth so I felt better.
Jason Willers bats and flies it to right field. Merritt coming in and towards the foul line. The wind's blowing this one, and it'll get out of play.
Gosh.
That wind is playing all sorts of tricks on balls hit to right field today. And right there with you, Scott, thought that was probably an easier fly ball, but that's the second straight night I've been wrong about a fly ball. So
I tell you what, that one over there in right field yesterday, that was bad. Our right fielder didn't see the ball off the bat very well last night, and that was disappointing. But, he went a long way, but he had to go a long way to get that. But that ball moved probably 40 feet from its apex, moving over from towards left field to the right field line.
It was last night in the 3rd inning when the Big Sticks leadoff guy Cam Crater hit a triple out to center field. Shires tries he may, not able to flag it down, and then the very next batter hits it similar spot. It looks like a can of corn, but keeps carrying, and that's where I was just like, oh, easy play for Shires. Actually, no, he ran a country mile, but able to flag it down. So the wind always playing tricks here. I've seen the flag go every direction so far today. Yeah,
it has. It's gone all 4 directions today. Last night I thought the ball late in the game really carried better than it normally does. I just from my eyes and reading Shires' his stride, because there's a couple times where I thought he broke on the ball like he was going to have it, and then you could tell about halfway through his trip he's like, uh-oh, that ball's going, and
On his horse.
Ball was carrying well last night. That doesn't happen too often here at Duncan.
A 3-1 game. We out and away, but 3-1 count to Willers. Is a ground ball softly to third. Welsh gets the hop, throws over to first, and Esvara will tag out Willers, who spikes the helmet and grounds out for out number 3. Fremont strands 2, and they do not score. Anybody we need to say hi to before we head out, Scott?
I got to say hi to the family if everybody's watching. My mom and dad might be watching there in Lincoln. Kenny and Cassandra and my grandson in Omaha, Cal. Jacob and Amanda and Jared in Norfolk, Virginia. And Maddie in lovely Amherst, Massachusetts.
All right.
And Allie, my youngest, who just recently turned 21, will be here tomorrow. So
awesome.
It'll be good. I'll get a chance to see her. Guys, thank you very much. It's been great all year.
Thank you,
and
Scott.
We got a couple more shots at this, but enjoy the rest of the evening and get us a few runs if you would.
We'll see you tomorrow and Sunday. We always appreciate Scott Belusha coming out. Does just about everything for this ball club, and we appreciate him coming out. We'll take a quick break here on Sodbuster Baseball. Fremont leads 3-1.
There's nothing like relaxing on a summer day. Nothing like taking in a Hastings Sodbuster baseball game. And there's nothing like an ice-cold Pepsi to make the day perfect. Pepsi Cola of Hastings wants to make your nothing like be the best day it can be, whatever the occasion. Enjoy your favorite refreshing Pepsi product throughout the Sodbuster season and make your nothing like memories. Pepsi Cola of Hastings, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball.
Hastings Sodbusters Baseball's in full swing, bringing you another fun-filled summer of high-level collegiate woodbat baseball at historic Duncan Field. A great way to spend a summer evening with your families at a Sodbusters baseball game. Go online to HastingsSodbusters.com for their home game schedule or to purchase tickets. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball. It's a hit.
Got the spirit of the game. The Hastings Sodbusters.
3-1 Fremont. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Sodbusters back out there against Lucas Hamza and the Moo. Just 1 second inning run all the Sodbusters have mustered so far. They will send 3, 4, and 5 up to the plates. As we just mentioned with Scott, big opportunity squandered in the 3rd inning. Bases loaded with nobody out and can't push any runs across. And for a Fremont team that has had their way with the Sodbusters in 9 games this year, got to take advantage of every opportunity you can get and see if the Sodbusters can mount something against Hamza here in the 6th.
And not only that, but Fremont follows it immediately by putting 2 runs up the next half inning. So that's those 2 things, just the real irritant there if you're a Sodbuster fan.
The momentum was definitely in their favor. Cale Jensen, the first batter. Jensen 0 for 2, but has reached base on a fielder's choice. Takes a low strike 1, and it's 0-1 to Jensen. Jensen has had a nice week. So he lines that over second base, but leaping and making the catch is Blake Tablazon. And he needed every inch of his frame to make that catch, and Jensen's retired for out number 1.
Talk about a ball that didn't carry, man. I thought when that came off the bat, that was going to be an easy single, and a good job for Tablazon to steal one away from Cale Jensen.
Just 75 miles an hour off the bats, and just soft enough for Tablazon to measure that up and make the play. Tyler Welsh, next man up the plate. He reached on an error and scored the lone Sodbuster run in the 2nd inning. And he grounded into a 5-3 twin killer to end the 3rd inning. The 1-0 to him, slashed foul to the right side, and it's 1-1. Sodbusters have been hot at home. The bats have been unbelievably good in this 8-game win streak at home. But the Moo have quieted the bats so far. Just 3 hits for the Sodbusters in 5+. Ground ball to third. Harrington bobbles it and throws over to first, and Welsh beats it out. The throw gets away, but no further advance. And that is the 2nd time that Welsh will reach on an error, and he is aboard with 1 out.
Harrington's been rock solid over there, so you'll take any chance you can get now. You need to make him pay.
3rd error for the Moo today. Had a couple of ground balls bobbled by infielders, and an error on the pitcher Hamza, who threw a ball away in the 3rd inning. But they still hold a 2-run advantage. Time to make them pay, boys. Get these runs here and take advantage of these mistakes. Rusty Wortman pops it in the air to right field, shallow right field. Tablazon going out, but it'll be the right fielder making the basket catch in Tyler Hummel. Wortman first pitch swinging, but he's retired, and there are 2 outs in the home half of the 6th.
Frustration for Rusty as he tossed his bat down about 3 steps up the line, hoping for better than that to at least work the pitch count and put some pressure on Hamza. Now it's going to be up to Eli Merritt to continue the inning.
Merritt, one of the guys taking some extra BP earlier before today's game, even with the 100-plus degree weather on the field. First pitch to him. Check swing, but called a strike anyway, and it's 0-1 to Eli Merritt. Merritt with a second inning single, one of 3 Sodbuster hits so far, playing in just his second game as a Sodbuster. So he takes strike 2, 0-2. Merritt, his first game yesterday was 0 for 4 and struck out 3 times. So we've seen fastball, breaking ball from Hamza. Goes with the breaking ball again, and it's right there for strike 3. The error is left stranded at first base, and the Sodbusters quiet once again in the 6th inning. 6 complete. Fremont leads 3-1. We'll be right back on Sodbuster Baseball.
Let's face it, we move our bodies around a lot. And sometimes things happen. A tweak, twist, pull, strain, ache, or pain. At Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care, their goal is to restore your mobility, keep you moving, and ensure your rehabilitation is effective, efficient, and stress-free. Do you suffer from headaches and neck pain, lower back or sciatica? Call Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care today. Start to discover wellness through chiropractic care. Fisk Chiropractic Sports Clinic.com. Start feeling better now.
Hastings College has reimagined everything. As a sophomore, you'll spend part of a semester studying abroad, and they'll cover the cost. Recognizing it's a digital world and how you learn, they'll give you an iPad Pro and Apple Pencil, tools that'll help you engage, whether you're on campus or in Paris, plus internship opportunities and professors who mentor you. Hastings even provides books. At Hastings College, you'll go somewhere. Go to hastings.edu/discover for more.
New pitcher for the Sodbusters here in Hastings. They will turn to hard right-hander Braden Mackey. Hard thrower is on in relief of Dalton Juden, who goes 6 innings, allowing 3 runs on 4 hits. It'll be up to Mackey. Mackey struggled in his first few appearances, has kind of been feast or famine in his appearances, has had great outings and has had not great outings, so we'll see what Mackey can produce on the mound here.
Overall, Braden 1-0, a 14.09 ERA in 10 1/3 innings. He is making his 8th appearance, allowing 14 runs, 14 hits. He struck out 8, he's walked 9, he's hit 6, coming off that shoulder issue, and you mentioned up and down. Now, his last 2 outings were kind of up and down. Friday against Badlands, 2 2/3 innings, no runs, no hits, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. He came back on Sunday in that same series, didn't retire a man, allowed 2 runs on no hits and walked 2. So Mackey probably wasn't plan A to use him twice during the weekend, but they were so short on pitchers that they had to use him Friday, Sunday. Still trying to work him back into full physical shape, and it was very fun to talk to him to get that ORU signee's perspective on his comeback. And say we've seen some really neat moments for him, and that's part of summer ball, and you're going to throw him out there and give him the opportunity. He's a Hastings guy, so really fun to see him get a chance here at Duncan Field. The guy who started his college career at Northwestern Iowa, then he went on to Cloud County Community College, played some limited time there but battled the shoulder issues. But his fall ball at Cloud County saw some showcase opportunities, and lo and behold, ORU said come on down, and that's his next college stop. His first pitch is bounced back up the middle. Josh Printer, the shortstop, fields it on a couple of hops and throws out Tyler Hummel. Hummel, 1 pitch, 1 out, and a good job for Braden Mackey for the Hastings Sodbusters.
Mackey also the team barber, if you will, on the team. We've seen him, as he described his victims earlier. Not comfortable with saying customers yet, but I'm sure that'll come with time. But how cool for him to get in a Division I opportunity with Oral Roberts, a team that made the College World Series this year.
Henry Heyman 0 for 3 on the day. Guy who has been tearing it up as of late, but not so far. He's probably happy to see Dalton Juden gone after the first 6 innings of this one. And this one is bounced by the first baseman. That's a base hit, so Heyman greets Mackey with a 1-out single. 1 on, 1 out for Blake Tablazon for the Fremont MOO.
That's what mentioned just a little bit ago. Henry Heyman and Timon Long, probably the best hitter and the power hitter on the team, 3 times through the order. Just 0 for 5, just reaching base once via a walk, and sure enough, Heyman finally breaks out of that 0 for 3 and is on board with a 1-out single.
Blake Tablazon drilled a triple his last time up, but nothing to show for it. He was stranded there as he had the 2-out triple, and Juden able to work around that. First pitch outside to Tablazon from Braden Mackey. Again, a Hastings guy getting an opportunity here. Could be his final appearance for the Sodbusters for the summer. Pitch is taken high. It's one neat thing about Saturday, Sunday. A lot of times you'll see Scott Galusha go down, grab the mic, and salute guys who are probably going to be playing in their final games for the Hastings Sodbusters. We kind of expect a lot of curtain calls. Maybe not tomorrow during Banana Ball, but Sunday probably a lot of that. 2-0 delivery, and that is missing for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes on Blake Tablazon, this speedster for Fremont, who extended his team lead with his 4th triple. A Washington guy, goes to junior college in California and takes a walk. So 2 on, just 1 out, and Cooper Peterson will try to make Mackey pay for that walk. And Peterson has struggled. 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts. That all coming against Dalton Juden, and Juden probably deserving better than to leave this game with a 2-run deficit. Pitched pretty well today, and nice to see Dalton have a good outing. And again, probably the final time we'll see Dalton in a Sodbuster uniform for this year. With those guys playing at York, you hope that the Juden boys will come back and play Sodbuster baseball next summer. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball, because, boy, the tools are there for both of those guys, and if they pick up their velo a little bit, they've got the frame, they've got the genes in terms of keeping their college and hopefully professional hopes alive. Pitch is taken high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes on Cooper Peterson. And just feel like get a few of these guys to come back with another year of college under their belt, they would be a lot better summer players as well. 2-0 the count now on Peterson. 2 on, 1 out. Sodbusters trail at 3-1 here in the 7th. The 8-game home winning streak is on the line against a Fremont team that has its own nice winning streak of 9 straight victories over the Hastings Sodbusters during the course of this year. Runner goes from second. Pitch swung on and missed. Throw down to third. It's in the dirt, and just a good stop there for Wells to make sure that didn't get by. Tremendous break for Heyman, and the Sodbusters just did not pay enough attention to the runner there, and Heyman steals third. Runner at first did not follow him, but expect Blake Tablazon to be going sooner rather than later now with runners at the corners and only 1 man out.
Surprised to see Tablazon not stealing earlier against Juden, who has allowed over 20 stolen bases.
Ground ball back up the middle. It's stopped by Gill. He feeds to Printer. Bare hand catch. Throw to first. 4-6-3 twin killing. How about that? Oh my goodness. Before we take the break, you want to talk about that one, Ryan Valenta?
Gilly, oh my goodness. He dove out, made the play with the glove flip too. I cannot believe that play. What a play, Taylor Gill. And I'm going to get that on Twitter real quick. Get that an SC Top 10 nomination. What a play by the middle infield.
And Printer barehanded the catch to throw out a pretty good base runner over there in Peterson. So 6-4-3 twin killing. Maybe that'll ignite the offense. It's 3-1 Fremont as this is Sodbuster Baseball.
Core CPAs is your locally owned, full-service accounting firm. Our team of professionals have years of accounting experience and focus on building in-depth relationships with our clients. Our comprehensive and customized solutions are tailored to your specific needs. We pride ourselves in our commitment to integrity, objectivity, and professionalism. At Core CPAs, we provide tax services, payroll, bookkeeping, assurance and financial reporting, and much more. Visit our website at corecpas.us.
Blue Fork Kitchen features elevated comfort food in a family-friendly, fast casual environment. With a full menu, you can sit down for a nice meal or order online for pickup. From salads and wraps to burgers and steaks, Blue Fork Kitchen has your kind of food. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10 p.m., with a special brunch buffet Sunday from 9 to 2 p.m. Blue 4 Kitchen is located in the Cimarron Plaza, 38th and Osborne Drive in Hastings. Like them on Facebook.
This is Soundbuster Baseball as Hastings trails at 3-1. Fun ending to this past inning as the double play from Taylor Gill to Josh Printer. And give Jacob Nesvara credit. So he had a nice little stretch. I failed to mention Jacob on that play as they had to do everything they could to get the twin killing there. So it keeps it 3-1, and it's Printer at the plate, bounces this one back up the middle, and flagged down by the shortstop, throw to first, safe. Tell you, nice stop there from Cooper Peterson. He showed great range, but Printer hustling down has himself an infield single. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Nesvara and Hiltbrand trying to deliver these guys. It's a 3-1 lead for the Fremont MOO. It's getting late as we're in the bottom half of inning number 7 here at Duncan Field. Final series of the year for the Hastings Sodbusters. Fremont will return home and continue their season as they will have one day at home before heading for Casper for the first 2 games of the Independence League Championship Series. Bouncing ball foul, got a piece of Nesvara as he is down to the count, no balls and 1 strike. Jacob, tremendous attitude during the course of this summer. Gets a start in the field today, and here's a guy who's just come to the park every day hoping to get his opportunities. Hasn't had many, but he's looking forward to fall ball at Doane, hoping to be a part of that Doane baseball program after beginning his college career in a basketball uniform. 1 on, nobody out for the Hastings Sodbusters, trailing by a pair, and you've got the players as the base coaches this particular inning. We'll see if they can dial up some magic as you've got Anthony Chavez down at first base. It is the head coach, however, Joel Skipper, at third. Kind of rotating in there. I've seen Marcos Cabranes at third as well. Pitch bunted foul. Sodbusters trail by a score of 3-1. 2 strikes now on Nesvara, so he is likely swinging away right here. Jacob 1 for 7 coming into today. His hit coming against Nebraska on Thursday, and then a really good interview with Ryan Valenta. That's on our Spotify account. Nesvara takes it the other way, and he's got himself his second hit of the season. Printer trying to go first to third. Here comes the throw over to second to keep Nesvara there, and the Sodbusters will go first and third as Nesvara follows Josh Printer's single with one of his own. Runners at the corners, nobody out, and Kyle Hiltbrand comes to the plate.
And just like last time, Nesvara with the exact same carbon copy opposite field single, both of his hits just inside that left field line. And second hit for Nesvara, way to go to the other way.
Kyle Hiltbrand, first pitch swinging, and he'll not be pleased with that as he tosses the bat down and not putting any pressure on Hamza here as there's 1 out on the pop-up to the first baseman, Henry Heyman. So 1 out, still 2 on. Taylor Gill will come to the plate. The good news is they do turn the order over, and Gill has been hot the last couple of days as he's got an infield single and a triple this game. Had the inside the park home run yesterday. So over the course of 2 days he has the cycle. He had that, it was a triple short of the cycle yesterday, gets the triple here today as the pitch is taken for a strike, no balls and a strike on Taylor Gill. 2 for 3 in the game, but you'd exchange those 2 hits for a big hit right here. Sodbusters down by 2, bottom of the 7th, scheduled 9-inning game. Gill flies this one in the air to center field, carrying pretty well, but it will hang up well enough that will get the run home. It's a sacrifice fly for Gill. Played well in center field by Neil Jansen. It's a 1-run game as Gill gets the job done. Sacrifice fly F8. Printer scores. He's been involved in some plays over the last couple of days. He's got an RBI and a run scored in this game, and Nesvara stays at first with 2 outs, and it'll be Jaden Stone.
Great play by Gill just to get it in the air far enough away, and Printer easily comes home to score. Just keep chipping away at this Fremont pitching staff.
Hopefully he can get to the bullpen. Hamza, you would think, would be close to the end of his day. A throw back to first, Nesvara back in there as the Sodbusters tried to bunt there with Jaden Stone. Did not make contact. He's down to the count. No balls and 1 strike as Hamza, 89 pitches up to date. You get a maximum of 110 here in the Independence League. Nesvara leads away from first, 2 outs. He's the lone base runner, and the pitch is across for strikes, so 2 quick strikes on Jaden Stone. Stone, a ground out his first time up. He reached on an error, and he lined out to first base. 3-2, Fremont on top. Sodbusters with a run across. Hits are even at 5 of the game. And pitched low into the dirt. Good stop there for Timon Long for the Fremont MOO. First half champs of the Independence League. They battled it out with Badlands down to the final day before beating the Big Sticks. Actually, they clinched, I think, the second to last day, and then the Big Sticks beat them to finish a game back. Bouncing ball right to the first baseman, though. Catches it on 2 hops. Henry Heyman steps on the bag, and that'll do it for the Sodbusters. They do come up with a run on 2 hits. They leave a man. We head to the bottom. We head to the 8th inning, as it's Fremont on top 3-2, and this is Sodbuster Baseball. Sodbuster Baseball is sponsored by Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC. It's one of the many ways Jerry and Greg Spady, along with their families and employees, have proudly embraced a passion for giving back to the community. The folks at Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC realize the importance of enriching and improving the lives of their neighbors. They've accomplished this through philanthropy and active personal involvement. Featuring the top new and used inventory in the region and a certified service department, Jerry Spady Chevrolet GMC, 2750 Osborne Drive East in Hastings, or at spady.com. Make your next pit stop at the Coach's Corner, a friendly staff and a deep lineup of snacks. You can find Coach's Corner in North Hastings on Osborne Drive East. More than just a gas station, Coach's Corner is the place to get delicious pizza made fresh for you and your family. Don't take our word for it. It's so good it'll be featured at selected Sodbuster home games this season. For a convenient and clean experience, be sure to check out the new convenience store in North Hastings, Coach's Corner. We're going to take you downfield. Let's watch the Dizzy Bat race, one of the fun things here in Sodbuster Baseball. We've got adults, so you never know what's going to happen. Here we go. Big class reunion going on, so there could have been some alcohol already, and a big smash. Oh my gosh, hitting the dugout. Woo! You're out of your baseline. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that's going to be ruled. No torn ACLs. And Aaron is the winner. Yay! Oh.
Braves fan comes away with the win. Guy in the speckled camel there fell down twice. Other green shirt guy didn't get past the dugout before slamming in there. And that's good fun right there.
Class reunion, those guys reliving some memories and making some new ones right there. Although I'm thinking that, is there a little interference because he did take the guy out? I don't know. I'm not sure the official rules of the Dizzy Bat race. There are no rules.
I didn't see nothing. Clean play.
Okay, clean play. All right. Umpires confer, and yes, no foul called there. Because like in horse racing, you do have, okay, well that horse interfered with the other one. But no, not in the Dizzy Bat race.
I'm glad you're up to date on your horse rules and regulations, because
from Grand Island, you got Fauner Park.
Okay.
You got a Fauner Park there. You got to know a little bit about horse racing. You live in Grand Island. I know very little, but you're supposed to know something. Here's Neil Jansen stepping in the right-handed box. Braden Mackey out for his second inning and brings it inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. It's a 3-2 game. Fremont on top of Hastings. Sodbuster scratch across a run in the 7th. The infield single from Josh Printer. Jacob Nesvaro with a single to get him over to third, and a sacrifice fly for Taylor Gill. As Jansen didn't want to offer, but did. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jansen's had a good day. He is 1 for 2. 2 runs scored. They have only 3 on the board, so he has been in the middle of it for this Fremont squad. Here's the pitch, and it's taken outside for a ball, 2 balls, and 2 strikes on Neil Jansen, the game-winning 3-run home run back on July 4th to break the Sodbusters' hearts. Hastings had an 8-1 lead after 7 and couldn't make it stick. That was a great start for Marcus Miller that day. Here's a pitch just inside the bag at third. Welch knocks it down, but really nothing he could do about that. It's an infield single for Jansen, who does not hit the ball well for the season, just 181, but he has had some big moments against the Hastings Sodbusters, and he's got a multi-hit game here today. And here's Easton Steck for the Fremont MOO. As he reached on an error, he's walked, had a fielder's choice, been on base all 3 times, even though he's 0 for 2. Runner at first, nobody out. Fremont trying to get that run back and maybe more. Pretty good lead. Squaring to bunt and taking strike 1 is Easton Steck. Runner at first, nobody out. Fremont on top 3-2. Getting late, top of the 8th inning. The scheduled 9-inning game and a fairly fast-moving contest here at Duncan Field. Squaring to bunt, taking ball 1 in the dirt was Easton Steck. 1 ball and 1 strike as Welch had charged in. Would have been right there if the bunt had been coming his way. 3-2 Fremont. They've out-hit the Sodbusters 6-5. Already squaring is Steck. We'll see if he pulls the bat back. Nope. Now throw down to first base, and it's low into the dirt. Good job for Jacob Nesvar. He's had a nice game at first base. Made some good stops there defensively. Hasn't gotten much opportunities in the field for this Hastings Sodbuster crew, but was the finisher on the 4-6-3 twin killing last inning. 2-1 the count now on Steck. Bunts it foul, 2-2. He'll not be pleased with that as he'll get back in the batter's box. So we assume the sack will be off. Welch is certainly thinking so, as he's back to his accustomed position outside the bag at third base. Nesvar at first. Gill, the second baseman. Printer, wearing number 2 today, is the shortstop. 2-2 pitch on the way from Mackey. Bouncing ball right side, but foul. And it remains 2-2 as Nesvar fielded cleanly, but to no avail. Same 2 teams tomorrow, but it's banana ball. 6:35. We'll go over the rules tomorrow, and it is going to be wild. I tell you what, come on out just to see the antics, if you will. And it'll be fascinating to see how both teams play it. I mean, you want to win the game, but it should be a lot of fun. Bouncing ball right side. Here's Gill. He looks to second and will throw to first and get the out there. I don't think he thought Printer was going to be there in time, and so they just have to get the runner at first base. And so Easton Steck does his job with the grounder to the right side. It's 4-3 on the putout. Jansen now in scoring position. It was a softly hit grounder. If it has a little more velocity, maybe Gill thinks about throwing to second. As it stands, runner in scoring position. 1 man out with the 8 and 9 hitters who are both pretty good. Harrington and Long coming up for this Fremont MOO squad. Braden Mackey trying to put a 0 on the board here for Hastings. 3-2. Hastings on top. Mackey brings it in. That's low and in the dirt. Runner goes and no chance for Rusty Wortman. And so now there's a runner at third and less than 2 outs. And Jansen can come home in a lot of different ways right here. The wild pitch from Mackey, who says, my bad. 1 ball and no strikes. Wortman, I got a piece of his body as well. He's wiping his face. It may have bounced up, got into his mask and maybe under his mask, but apparently he's all right. Runner at third base now is Jansen. Tyler Harrington trying to bring him home. 1-0, the count his way. It's Tyler Harrington. Pretty good against Hastings this year. Bounces to the left side. Printer looked at home, but instead throws to first. Sodbusters had the infield in, but again, that not enough velocity off the bat of Harrington, who gets the job done. So 2 weak grounders after the infield single, but that does plate a run, and back to a 2-run lead now for Fremont at 4-2.
It's a good play there by Printer just to get the out there. You know, like you said, with the high hopper, that kind of takes away the force out there. Printer might have been able to get the runner out at home, but definitely just wanted to make sure to get a for sure out. Now you can reset. Yeah, you gave up another run, but you have bases empty with 2 outs.
And Rusty Wortman does get some attention over on the Hastings side. I think that ball got up into his chin. He may have a little blood coming off of him. Reason number 157, I wouldn't want to be a catcher. Probably going to take one to the face at some point, and now to get a little Band-Aid. Time and Long at the plate now. Bases empty and 2 outs. A mighty swing there, and it's no balls and a strike. So the infield single and 2 ground outs. The wild pitch looming very large, and the delivery fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. So many times against this Fremont team in particular, it seems like little innings like this. Sodbusters bases loaded, nobody out in the third, could not score. Fremont comes right back. Sodbusters commit an error in the top half of the next inning, even though the runs were earned. It felt like maybe they should have made just 1 instead of 2. And here this inning, Sodbusters don't see a ball leave the infield, and Fremont has got a run on the board. 1-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3. Time and Long down, looking. So Mackey, 2 decent innings, does allow a run, though, and Fremont regains its 2-run advantage. 4-2 after 7.5. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Are you tired of lousy internet and faceless customer service? It's time to experience local, honest, hassle-free, and exceptional. That's the ALO promise. We not only provide crazy fast fiber internet, crystal clear TV, and dependable phone service, but we choose to become a part of the communities we serve and love when everyone calls or stops by our store to say "Allo." So don't settle for mediocre, settle for exceptional with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/local.
Hi, I'm a baseball umpire. My job can get pretty stressful. I have to keep my eyes open at all times, and if I don't make the right call, people boo me. So to relax, I visit a Nebraska lottery retailer like this one and buy some scratch tickets. It always calms me down. Hey, you cut in line.
I did not.
All right, you're out of here.
Hey, he didn't cut.
All right, you're out of here. I feel better already.
The Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
Out of the bottom of the eighth, it is another two-run deficit faced by this Hastings Hodbuster squad. Jensen, Welch, and Wortman trying to find the measure of Lucas Hamza. Hamza will begin this inning if they can get him to work hard. Maybe you force him out of there. 92 pitches thrown for Lucas Hamza. He's had a solid start here for this Fremont MOO team. His last appearance of the regular season, you figure he probably will be a part of their postseason rotation at some point in that best-of-5 series against the Casper Spuds. Casper wrapping up the championship yesterday. They beat Owyhee 9-5 while Badlands was being swept. So Casper 19-9. Badlands and Fremont both 13-13. Spearfish 13-15. Hastings has jumped ahead of Owyhee at 10-15. The first time they have not been in last place in the second half standings. So nice job for this Hastings squad to keep playing hard to the end. Owyhee is now 10-17 for the second half standings. Cale Jensen comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3, the DH for this Hastings squad today. Cale Jensen, a couple of hits in the Badlands series and was the difference maker in the 6-2 win on Wednesday at Ryder Park. Had a 2-run home run. Another hit in that contest, his multi-hit contest against the Badlands Big Sticks. This one a bouncer right to the second baseman. No problem there for Tablazon. Throws to first in time. A very easy out. Did a good start here for Lucas Hamza, keeping that pitch count in line. Just 93 pitches thrown now. So he has a chance to get through this inning, and who knows, if he has this kind of inning, he may be out there for the ninth. Here's Tyler Welch, batting in the 4th spot today for the Hastings Sodbusters. Reached base and scored back in the second. And grounded into a double play to end the third. Reached on an error in the 6th. He's been on base twice via the error. Scored one of the 2 Sodbuster runs. Big swing, no contact here on the off-speed pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike on Tyler Welch, Hastings College guy for this Hastings Sodbuster team. He's from Tucson. A little Tucson-like weather here the last couple of days, although it's cooling down nicely. Last time I checked, it dropped 8 degrees. It only feels like 95 now.
Before the game, Welsh was actually one of the guys taking BP on the field. I talked to him, and he said it's not even this hot in Tucson.
Oh, wow, okay.
But I guess a couple extra added degrees with the turf, but that's just... You'd think it'd be much hotter in Tucson. That's crazy.
Phoenix has had some unbelievable weather, and I'm not sure geographically how Phoenix and Tucson compare, but Phoenix, no, they set a record for an overnight low of 97 one night. The overnight low of 97. Welch called strike 3. 2-2 pitch, could not pull the trigger there as he goes down looking. 2 quick outs here as Lucas Hamza trying to finish off the 8th and maybe have a chance to come out for the 9th inning. And Rusty Wortman is 0 for 3. Last chance for the Sodbusters here in the 8th.
That's just the 4th strikeout for Hamza, and already past his season high in innings pitched. Went 6 innings in his debut.
Wortman skies this one in the air to left field, but where do fly balls go to die? They go to die here at Duncan Field as Easton Steck makes the play. 3 up, 3 down for the Sodbusters in the 8th. We head to the 9th. It's Fremont 4, Hastings 2. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
There's nothing like relaxing on a summer day. Nothing like taking in a Hastings Sodbuster baseball game. And there's nothing like an ice-cold Pepsi to make the day perfect. Pepsi Cola of Hastings wants to make your nothing like be the best day it can be, whatever the occasion. Enjoy your favorite refreshing Pepsi product throughout the Sodbuster season and make your nothing like memories. Pepsi-Cola of Hastings, a proud sponsor of Hastings Sodbuster Baseball.
Hastings Sodbusters Baseball's in full swing, bringing you another fun-filled summer of high-level collegiate woodbat baseball at historic Duncan Field. A great way to spend a summer evening with your families at a Sodbusters baseball game. Go online to HastingsSodbusters.com for their home game schedule or to purchase tickets. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball. It's a hit.
Got the spirit of the game. The Hastings Sidebusters.
Head of the ninth inning. You can tell that by Sweet Caroline, as it is Ryan Valenta's favorite song as we get set to go the ninth inning. And once again, here is Ryan.
Known Sweet Caroline fanatic right here. No, I can take it or leave it, but that's a good tradition. Love the traditions we have here, and this is weird. First time that the Sodbusters have been down going into the ninth inning in a very long time, but they will need to hang a 0 on the board here and score at least twice in the bottom of the ninth to keep this one going. And it'll be up to Braden Mackey to shut down the Moo in the ninth inning. Sodbusters, their 8-game home win streak on the line. They have been exceptional in this second half. How about this? Just 2 wins. Just 2 wins in the first half, and they erupt. They are 9-5 now in the second half, and talking with Scott Galusha, the owner, too, and he said this is the team playing in the second half this is the team I thought I had at the start of the season, and showing that the guys can do it. They've worked hard, and they have been successful in the second half. Unfortunately, just too little too late, but for the guys that could have just laid down and quit, this has been great to see, and we've really enjoyed this month of July baseball.
Credit to the players and credit to the fans for keep coming out, because it was hard to watch sometimes in June, and had tremendous crowds during the month of July, and they're being rewarded with the best brand of Sodbuster baseball here late in the year. And we'll see if it can get a ninth inning rally after Braden Mackey puts up a 0.
So good inning for Mackey. His 7th inning did allow run the 8th inning, as he delivers ball 1 to the top of the order in Jason Willers. Willers, the designated hitter, is 0 for 3 with a walk in the first inning. But he's put the ball in play twice. But he is waving and missing at that breaking ball. And, man, if Braden Mackey can locate that breaking ball and mix in that fastball, he makes these hitters look foolish. There's the fastball this time, but that stays outside, and the count goes to 2-1. Didn't miss by a whole lot, but a few inches off the plate. 3 outs for both teams here in this first contest. 2 more coming tomorrow and Sunday. The breaking ball, that clips a corner, and that is strike 2. And the count is 2-2. Fremont dugout. Not too sure about the call. Mackey from the winds. The high leg kick. Farther outside this time. The count's 3-2. And Tim Stroman pointing to the Fremont dugout. I wonder if they said, that's outside. And he said, yep, you're right. Stroman's just a loose guy here, and love to see him go both ways and just interact with the players too. The count goes full now to Willers. The pitch from Mackey is way high, and Willers ducks, and he has his second walk of the day and second walk for Mackey in his outing.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Tim Stroman, he's awfully fun behind home plate. Yeah, you mentioned interacts with the fans and doesn't let too many things get to him, as he will be working this weekend, it sounds like, with Mr. Seitz out in the field. And now we're going to see a pinch runner here as Fremont trying to put a little insurance on in the top of the ninth, as we'll see one of those mini speedsters check in.
And it is Darius Blasingame. Blasingame, a pitcher, but has been used before. We've seen him pinch run at Duncan Field against the Sodbusters before. And sacrificing the power that's already on base and perhaps a little faster runner. Try and add some insurance for the Moo, and it's Tyler Hummel at the plate. Hummel is 0 for 4, squares to bunt and offers and comes up empty. And Blasingame dives back into first base, and it's 0-1. So See if they put Blasingame on the move or if there's a bunt again. No bunt and no steal. And it's ball 1-1 to Hummel. Hummel with the first inning strikeout. Has put the ball in the air once and on the ground 2 other times. The 1-1. Good breaking ball. Catches the zone at the bottom, and it's 1-2.
Now pitch running for the move, number 1, Darius.
Here's the 1-2. Front door breaking ball, catches a corner, and Hummel is caught looking. And he struck out for the second time, and second strikeout for Braden Mackey.
Good job for Mackey to bounce back from that walk and keep the runner at first base. Now try to get by Heyman and Tablazon and keep it a 2-run deficit.
So runner at first with 1 out. Mackey trying to complete his 3rd inning of work against the MOO tonight. Pickoff throw to first is not in time. Sodbusters have some well-rested arms. In the Grand Island game, only used a starter and a reliever. So there's a ground ball softly to the right side. Gill on 4 hops, toss over to first, and in time for out number 2 as Blasingame advances to second. He'll stand there with 2 outs.
And you look at Mackey, he gave up the run last inning, but the ball never left the infield. And here this inning, the walk, the strikeout, and getting a really good Henry Heyman to ground softly to the right side.
Heyman, who had been so hot, grounds out and will finish his night presumptively 1 for 5. So now Blake Tablazon. Tablazon has reached 3 times, twice with a walk and once with a triple. Blasingame leads from second. And the first pitch, swing and a miss, gets away from Wortman, and he cannot keep it close enough. And another run moves 90 feet closer. And the count is 0-1 to Tablazon. Turf has not been kind to Wortman today. He's had all sorts of balls in the dirt just bounce away from him, but has gotten a body on all of them. Now from the wind, Mackey to the left side. Welsh has it eat him up, and it will be flagged down by Printer, but no play. Infield single for Blake Tablazon. That scores a 5th Fremont run, and they do indeed tack on some insurance with 2 outs in the 9th.
You feel bad for Welch and for Braden Mackey. Mackey making a good pitch, not a solidly struck ball from Tablazon, but it turns into a run, and now Fremont leads by 3.
Tough hop for Welsh, just not able to handle that one, so he will actually tag that as an error on Tyler Welsh. So the second error today. Scores 5th Fremont run. Into the gap in left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Tablazon hits the bag, but throws on the anchor last second, as he will remain at second. And a 2-out knock for Connor Peterson, and he has his first hit of the afternoon. He's now 1 for 5, and Fremont with some life in the 9th inning.
Sodbusters trying to get out of this. You felt like maybe you could have been with Braden Mackey. Mackey, he's already tied his longest outing of the year. He did 2 2/3 against Badlands up in Dickinson. He's gone 2 2/3 inning today, trying to finish 3 innings for the first time and probably his last appearance for the Sodbusters this summer.
The last time that Neil Jansen batted with 2 outs in the 9th inning with 2 runners on, it was a big moment. Neil Jansen, we've said it before, but this is literally an identical situation. Jansen on the 4th of July hit a 3-run home run with the MOO down 2 to put them in front by 1 run, to put them in the lead. Tablazon leading from second. The breaking ball misses downstairs, and it's 1-1 after the first pitch strike. So runners at first and second. Sodbusters will now need 3 or more in the bottom of the 9th to tie or win this thing. Mackey delivers. Fastball misses outside, and it's 2-1. Good life on the fastball from Mackey at 88 miles an hour, so it's going to be a nice addition to the Oral Roberts staff in the spring. Runners at first and second for the MOO. 2-1. Wave and a miss, bounces away from Wortman and off the batter, but no advance by the runners. And it's 2-2. So Neil Jansen has reached base 3 times. He is 2 for 3. He's also been hit by a pitch. See what Mackey has in store with the 2-2 offering. Bounces away, and Wortman keeps it close enough, and again, no advance for the runners, and the count will go full. And a big pitch for both sides, as the runners will be off with the pitch. Payoff time. Hit to center field, and Stone coming in and makes the grab waist high for out number 3. Fremont adds another, but they strand 2 more. They now lead 5-2. Sodbusters, last call for them, down by 3 with 3 outs to go. We'll be right back.
Let's face it, we move our bodies around a lot. And sometimes things happen, a tweak, twist, pull, strain, ache, or pain. At Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care, their goal is to restore your mobility, keep you moving, and ensure your rehabilitation is effective, efficient, and stress-free. Do you suffer from headaches and neck pain, lower back or sciatica? Call Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care today. Start to discover wellness through chiropractic care. Fisk Chiropractic Sports Clinic.com. Start feeling better now.
Hastings College has reimagined everything. As a sophomore, you'll spend part of a semester studying abroad, and they'll cover the cost. Recognizing it's a digital world and how you learn, they'll give you an iPad Pro and Apple Pencil, tools that'll help you engage, whether you're on campus or in Paris, plus internship opportunities and professors who mentor you. Hastings even provides books. At Hastings College, you'll go somewhere. Go to hastings.edu/discover for more.
Last call for the Sodbusters. They trail by 3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. And new pitcher for the Fremont MOO is Gavin Alvetti. Alvetti, a newer addition to the Fremont MOO roster from Searcy, Arkansas, and attended Harding Academy. Class of 2022, committed to Central Arkansas. And also was at Connors State College. He comes in to try and record the last 3 outs and get the save here. And on the year for Alvetti, just 2 appearances, 3 innings pitched, 3 runs allowed, 5 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Opponents hitting .417 against him. They call on him to try and close this one out. Sodbusters will have 6, 7, and 8. Eli Merritt, then Josh Printer, then Jacob Nesvara scheduled up. The third base coach earlier today, Marcos Cabranes, has put on some pants. Looks like he might get an opportunity, as well as Nick Jones is with a bat out there too. So,
not that Marcos didn't have pants on earlier, but he's got his baseball pants. Yeah, it's just like YouTube. The people are going to be watching this YouTube thinking, "Oh, the guys are going around without pants."
I guess he did have his base. He had a different shirt on. That's what I was thinking of.
His coaching shirt. He had his coaching shirt on.
Coaching shirt, if you will. So it will be Eli Merritt, the first man to bat, with Josh Printer on the on-deck circle. You'd figure you want to have Marcos Cabranes in the hole. First pitch to Merritt is outside for ball 1. It's 1-0. Merritt singled in the second. So he has a 1-for-3 day going right now. So they try to rally in the 9th inning. Second pitch from Alvetti. Got a piece and fouled off. And 88 at both fastballs for Alvetti. He has something going here. 6:35 start time tomorrow for Banana Ball. Excited to bring that tomorrow. Popped up on the shallow infield. It's going to be Tablazon at second base and makes the grab for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down for the move.
Getting that first out so big. Of course, 3-run deficit had to work really hard anyway. It gets a little bit tougher now for the Sodbusters.
So Printer bats. Printer with a single and a run scored in the 7th inning. Also drove in a run with a fielder's choice in the 2nd. And fouled off for strike one. It's 0-1 to Josh Printer. Got to go all the way 2 weeks ago today. Last time the Sodbusters not able to get it done at home. So the 1-1 to Printer from Alvetti. And fastball just boring in on the hands. Printer just gets a piece of it. It's a pretty good two-seam fastball that Alvetti has. Here's the 1-2. Breaking pitch and dropped by the catcher Long. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but just inside, according to us. Thought maybe if Long holds that and frames that, it might get the call there from the home plate umpire. The count goes to 2-2. Next pitch, down low for ball 3. And Printer back on the count. He works it full. They got both Nick Jones and Marcos Cabranes with the bat outside the dugout. We'll see who gets called next. The 3-2, back up the middle and snagged by the pitcher, and he'll toss over to first for out number 2. Printer, some good contact, but making the play, and there are 2 outs, and it's going to be Nick Jones with the final hope for the Sodbusters.
Alvetti, good job coming right out of the pen, throwing strikes. When you're throwing upper 80s, that's going to help too. And Jonesy trying to keep it going and give the Sodbusters an opportunity for Marcos, who's now waiting on deck.
So Nick Jones will pinch hit for Jacob Nesvara. With 2 outs, Sodbusters trailing by 3. And that first pitch is downstairs. It's 1-0 to Nick Jones. Jones getting the day off, but called the pinch hit here in the 9th. Next pitch to the left side and through for a base hit. So the move pays off there as Jones is aboard with a 2-out single. And the Sodbusters have a base runner in the bottom of the 9th.
As Marcos will get his opportunity. Unfortunately, still 3 runs down, but hopefully find a way to get Marcos on and turn the order over for guys like Gill, Stone, and Jensen.
Plenty of crowd here still to cheer the Sodbusters to a 9th inning rally. Let's see what they can get done with 2 outs. It'll be Cabranes at the plate pinch hitting for Kyle Hiltbrandt. Takes a breaking ball down low for ball 1. So in early returns, ball 1 has led to base runners. First pitch strike has led to outs. Let's see if that trend continues. That's outside for ball 2. It's 2-0, and if there's one thing that Marcos is not going to be doing, it is going to be squaring to bunt. Team's hit leader. Let's get him, turn him loose, get him the opportunity. Marcos in 9 games, 7 for 30 with 2 doubles against the Fremont MOO. Big swing and just got a piece of that, and the count goes to 2-1. Alvetti has really pounded that inside part of the plate with the fastball. Two-1 to Marcos, fouled back to the screen. And Sodbusters again clinging to their last strike here today. Fremont trying to win their 10th straight versus the Sodbusters, the only team the Sodbusters have not beaten that they have played this year. Jones at first, Cabranes the batter with the 2-2. Breaking ball is just high and didn't miss by much, but now Cabranes works the count full. If you can get Cabranes on here, you have the top of the order in Taylor Gill waiting on deck. Here's the payoff from Alvetti. Popped up, and this should do it. In center field, and making the play is Neil Jansen to end the game. And the Fremont MOO snaps the Sodbusters' 8-game home win streak as they take this Game 1 final by a score of 5-2. We'll have recap and hopefully a player or a coach from the coaching staff for an interview. We will have that and more coming right up on Sod Buster Baseball.
Let's face it, we move our bodies around a lot. And sometimes things happen, a tweak, twist, pull, strain, ache, or pain. At Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care, their goal is to restore your mobility, keep you moving, and ensure your rehabilitation is effective, efficient, and stress-free. Do you suffer from headaches and neck pain, lower back or sciatica? Call Fisk Chiropractic and Sports Care today. Start to discover wellness through chiropractic care. Fisk Chiropractic Sports Clinic.com. Start feeling better now.
Hastings College has reimagined everything. As a sophomore, you'll spend part of a semester studying abroad, and they'll cover the cost. Recognizing it's a digital world and how you learn, they'll give you an iPad Pro and Apple Pencil. Tools that'll help you engage, whether you're on campus or in Paris. Plus internship opportunities and professors who mentor you. Hastings even provides books. At Hastings College, you'll go somewhere. Go to hastings.edu/discover for more.
Core CPAs is your locally owned, full-service accounting firm. Our team of professionals have years of accounting experience and focus on building in-depth relationships with our clients. Our comprehensive and customized solutions are tailored to your specific needs. We pride ourselves in our commitment to integrity, objectivity, and professionalism. At Core CPAs, we provide tax services, payroll, bookkeeping, assurance and financial reporting, and much more. Visit our website at corecpas.us.
Blue Fork Kitchen features elevated comfort food in a family-friendly, fast-casual environment. With a full menu, you can sit down for a nice meal or order online for pickup. From salads and wraps to burgers and steaks, Blue Fork Kitchen has your kind of food. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11 to 10 p.m., with a special brunch buffet Sunday from 9 to 2 p.m. Blue Fork Kitchen is located in the Cimarron Plaza, 38th and Osborne Drive in Hastings. Like them on Facebook. All good things must come to an end, and they did here tonight in Hastings. Fremont comes out victorious, 5-2 the final score. They snap the Sodbusters' 8-game home win streak here at Duncan Field, as Sodbusters squandered some early opportunities, just couldn't fight back. Fremont with some late insurance runs got it going, and not able to do that, but there's more life tomorrow. We're going to have some fun tomorrow, but the Sodbusters fall short on this one.
And in this one, a lot of the things that the Sodbusters did well during their 8-game home winning streak, they did not do. Bases loaded, nobody out, unable to score. Then the immediate inning following, Fremont puts up 2 runs. The Sodbusters threw an error in during that. And Fremont, tremendous job to answer the call. Sodbusters get a run to get within 1. What does Fremont do? Tack on run in the 8th, tack on run in the 9th. You know, give their bullpen a little more breathing room, bring in a guy who can throw almost 90 miles an hour, and there you go.
And we are joined by head coach Joel Skipper. Good to have Skip back in the booth. Sodbusters falling short 5-2. Just a tough loss and unfortunate end to the 8-game winning streak.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in those close games like that, kind of comes down to a couple situations. We had a couple errors in some key spots, and then we had that inning, bases loaded, nobody out, couldn't deliver there. So got to make those plays and get those runs across if you want to win those close ones.
And, of course, a game like this, you want to give other guys an opportunity to play. And so a little bit different looking lineup. I thought Jacob Nesvara did some nice things, gets another hit, and played some pretty good defense over there at first base.
Absolutely. He did a great job. So he's been just a great team guy all summer. I know he probably hasn't got the opportunities he'd like, but hasn't taken away from his focus and just dedication to the team. So can't say enough good things about Nez. Cool to see him get a hit there and help us, scratch a run across. So really proud of him and his performance tonight.
Final line for the pitching staffs. You have Dalton Juden going 6 innings and ended up taking the loss. Braden Mackey pitches 3 innings. What did you see out of them in their pitching performances tonight?
I thought they competed. I think Dahl had a couple walks, man, but I think for the most part he was really spotting up. I know his last couple performances hasn't been exactly what he wanted, but I thought he did a good job mixing his pitches, keeping guys off balance, and kind of like I said earlier, just need to play a little bit better defense behind him. But I thought he did a great job. And then Mackey, came in and did his job and kind of shut the door there. Another, kind of had that tough play at the end there in the 9th with Welsh, but that stuff happens, so we'll keep moving forward.
Yeah, in the 8th inning, the ball never left the infield. Yeah. Fremont gets a run there. Mackey's longest outing of the year, probably his last outing for the Sodbusters, and that was kind of a nice way to finish. Really neat to see his improvement as he comes back from that arm injury.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just been, keep getting better every time he goes out there and getting his opportunity. So really excited to see what he does at Oral Roberts this fall and spring, man. So I think he's got some great things in store.
All right, we've got a fun one tomorrow, banana ball. You guys have been practicing that a little bit. How are we feeling about tomorrow? Are the guys up for the challenge? How's tomorrow going to look?
Hey, the guys are ready to rock, man. I think it's going to be a really electric atmosphere. Hopefully people can come out and support. It's going to be really, interactive, obviously, with the foul balls, catching them for an out and everything like that. So going to get our last practice in tomorrow in pregame. Obviously have some funky rules. So we'll see what we can do, but it should be a fun time at the park. All
right, that's Joel Skipper, head coach and manager. We appreciate Skip coming up. And we will see him tomorrow night. Again, the Sodbusters falling short in this one. They fall to a record of 16-35, 9-6 in the second half. Fremont improves to 31-20, and they win their 10th straight in a row versus Hastings. So they'll have 2 more games to finish things up here. And Steve has the final numbers here for the game tonight.
For Fremont, 5 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. Hastings officially 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Taylor Gill goes 2 for 3 with an RBI for the Hastings Sodbusters. Tyler Welch 0 for 4, but did score a run. You had Merritt getting a hit. Josh Printer 1 for 4, an RBI and a run scored. He was right in the mix of things. Jacob Nesvara 1 for 3. Nick Jones an RBI, or I should say a pinch hit for the Hastings Sodbusters. And as far as the Sodbusters, they also get the triple from Taylor Gill as part of his day. Juden takes the loss. Tough luck loss, allowing only 4 hits over 6 innings. All 3 runs were earned. He struck out 7 and walked 4. And Braden Mackey, as a guy very easily could have put up 3 zeros. Instead, he does allow 2 runs, just 1 of those earned on 3 hits, 2 strikeouts and 2 walks for Braden. Fremont, they didn't knock it around a whole lot, just 7 hits, and they only had 1 multi-hit game, so the Sodbusters probably pitched it well enough to win, but just didn't work out today.
Not a whole often you're going to just only allow 5 runs and lose the game, but fortunately when you only score 2 and squander those opportunities, not going to work out in your favor every time. That'll do it for us tonight. Again, Sodbusters falling by a score of 5-2. You're not going to want to miss tomorrow the Savannah Banana Baseball Rules here at Duncan Field. You can get your tickets online at sodbusterbaseball.com. We will have that broadcasted. It's a 6:35 start time. We'll start here around 6:10, maybe a little bit sooner with the anticipation of the rules. We might have a video coming up for you tonight just to kind of show you what everything's all about if you haven't heard of it before. But tonight and tomorrow and Sunday are going to be your last chances to see your 2023 Hastings Sodbusters. For Ryan Valenta, Steve Stein, for our broadcast crew and engineer group, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.
Catch the spirit of the game. The Hastings Sodbusters.
Get the ultimate fan experience at a Hastings Sodbuster game this summer. Enjoy high-level collegiate summer wood bat baseball at the beautiful and historic Duncan Field in Hastings. Baseball and a whole lot more. Affordable family fun. That's what the Sodbusters and the Independence League are all about. Sodbuster Baseball. It's your team.